What is up, everyone? Welcome to another learning stream of the Continental Clash, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Continental Clash. I'm Lampy, as you know, and I'm coach of Team UK. Yesterday, we've already went through the first training session with Crokies, and today it is going to be Boba's turn, and we are going to be introducing Boba to the beautiful game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and I'm expecting I don't know how much of information they have about the game, so we might be starting out from the very starting point, basically getting into the basics of the game, but maybe she has had some experience before with the game. We're going to find out about all of that here in today's stream, and that's going to be a fun time, as it already was yesterday, and I'm looking forward to that a lot. So to the viewers that are already here in my chat, what are we expecting? Because I know a lot of you watched the stream yesterday with Crokies, and I think we made some really decent progress already with the a little over 2 hours that we had. I think that was some massively good for someone that hasn't had played Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever before. Them getting to that point already, I was quite proud as a coach, because they were actively activating cards, actively playing the game. That was pretty impressive, if you ask me. That was nice. Was good, Gwen. But yeah, that was something I wasn't sure about when I got approached to do the coaching, because the different levels, of course, of players can be tough for a teacher, and I think that is, I mean, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Caster, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, and not necessarily a teacher in the classic way of being a teacher, but for that, it was quite nice. And let me also put this all into a whole perspective, as why are we doing those coaching sessions here day after day? This is all part of Continental Clash, as I've already mentioned, and Continental Clash is 5 teams. All of them representing one nation in Europe. So I'm coach of Team UK, then there is Team Germany, Team Italy, Team Spain, and also Team Germany, UK, Spain, Italy, France, of course, France, as well as team number 5, maybe forgetting the strongest team there, honestly. And they are going to have multiple coaching sessions. First session is 1v1 with the student. Today it's going to be with Boba. Then there is going to be another wave of training sessions, where's multiple of the students coming together, having a group session, playing against each other, getting some more insight from me, getting it to an even higher level, and so on and so forth. And eventually is going to be next Thursday, it is going to be the final tournament between all 5 nations, as all 5 teams, all 5 nations are going through that process of training and having those coaching sessions. They are going to be put to the test on Thursday, where I will be live again. All of the players and also Joshua Schmidt will be live to broadcast the tournament as well. And then we will see in direct comparison between the teams who had the most successful coachings, who ends up being the most advanced on their gameplay already after those coaching sessions. And we will have actual tournament gameplay between those content creators from the different nations that we got them in from. Oh, lovely. I see Boba has gone live now. Beautiful. That's good news. Ooh, I like that. Chat is saying UK basically can't lose with Lampy as the coach. I mean, I am trying my very best. And to be fair, even though I am not a coach or a teacher per se, I do know how to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. And I can talk about it to the students and hopefully can answer all of their questions somehow. So compared to just being a player and some of the other content, I mean, they're all the coaches are content creators though. There's a German content creator, Joka, there is Colossa for Italy. Like they're all content creators, so they all know how to talk, so it's really not going to be that easy. We will be fine, though. Surely we will be fine. Surely, right? Surely we will be fine. Absolutely. Thank you, Darkor. That's very kind of you. I mean, we need the good coach for Team UK, and so I came in. You know, it's as easy as that. I do all of my content in English, so I think it does make sense that I'm coaching Team UK, right? That does add up to me pretty easily. Also, I haven't even mentioned it, but most of you have already probably seen it. We have started into the Road to Worlds campaign. You can see it just below me right there with that little pop-off as well. Log into Master Duel. I think yesterday we started, or maybe even on Thursday already. Every day you log in, you get something for free. You get a royal rare of the cool shark card that we just saw there, the Shark Drake Vice. Then you get gems and all that kind of cool stuff for 10 days in a row. It's fine if you missed out yesterday, because it is going to be open for longer. So as long as you now start logging in every day for 10 days consequentially, you are going to get all of those rewards. And as this is the Road to Worlds campaign, all of that, of course, is leading to the regional qualifiers, the qualification progress to the World Championship starting in only a couple of days, actually. I mean, the stage 2 is in like 2 weeks, so I think the stage 1 should be starting in like 1 week or something. So basically around the corner. Basically around the corner. Alrighty. So I have just got notice that BOBA is ready, so let's get into this. Here we go.
They sent me like a whole package.
Hello.
Hi! Look, I'm gonna do the thing. Oh my gosh. You really don't know what you signed up for having to deal with me.
Why is that? You sound very friendly.
I'm very friendly, but I don't know if you realize what you're gonna have to deal with here.
There, I have you on my stream now as well. So, why is that? Tell me about your experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! Have you watched the anime of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past?
I've watched it, yeah. I also watched this really wacky live-action one that was in no way official at all. And was really kind of strange. That was nice, though.
Fair enough.
I had the cards. I'm old. I don't know how old you are.
I have a 3 in the beginning of my age as well, so I'm decently old too.
Okay. So because I had some of the cards, and then I also played one of the really old games.
Do you remember what the name of that game was?
The Duelist of the Roses or something?
Oh, was that on the DS?
It might have been on like the Dreamcast, honestly, or something. I don't know. It was very old. But I've played this game before.
Nice.
However, it was a little while ago, so it might be like going in fresh again.
That's completely fine. That's what I'm here for. It's like we have all kind of levels among all the countries, and I'm very happy to just introduce you from the very basic level. That is absolutely no issue. But did you watch the first series, or did you watch GX and something as well, or was it only the original Yugi Kaiba series?
I think it was just the original one, because after it wasn't that the main guy anymore. I was like, I don't need this.
Were you Team Yugi or Team Kaiba? What was your kind of thing, your kind of vibe?
I think I was Team Kaiba, because I think I think Yuki was too much of a wimp, and I didn't like him. But
fair enough. But so you had physical cards, but mostly just for collecting and just as a kid on the playground, right? But not necessarily playing with those cards.
Yeah, I don't think I did, because I had like I had some other trading card games that I would play a little bit, but I don't think anybody was ever sort of quite into the same things that I was, so I didn't have anybody to play with, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there were like, if there were games that I could play that were of that trading card game, I would play those a lot of the time.
That's fair. So you do have some strategic understanding of how to play strategy games, trading card games. Like you have played those things before.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because when we played this last time, we did a little tournament of it too.
Ooh.
And there was one part, I think it was in our like practice games against each other. I did win in one turn. So.
What? Oh, I mean.
And that, I don't remember what happened. There's a clip somewhere of it, but I won in one turn, and I think dragons were involved.
Okay, I think we will have to dig out that clip to make the other team scared. Honestly, to be honest, like we have someone very experienced on here.
Completely experienced.
No, that's cool. Have you opened Master Duel already?
I have it open. Oh, I'm supposed to screen share with you on Discord, right?
That
I
would
can
be
do that.
wonderful. Yeah, just do that. There we go.
I've changed my desktop background and everything just in case for this.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you're going to see it, but sometimes with the way that my stream is set up, I was like, let me just have it a little bit better. Oh, let me change our nicknames too, because guess what? We are just currently nickname.
We're just numbers. We're part of the matrix.
We
But
are.
okay, there we go. Let me
Just
put...
Lampy is fine, right?
Yes, just Lampy is completely cool. And
Okay.
then I will get this here. That is my game, but let me get your game on here. Team UK Continental Clash. That is us.
So we'll have like predetermined decks and things like that, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Have you had a look at those already? Have you put them into the game or?
I've not yet.
Okay, we can do that together. That's not a big deal at all. But okay, do you know Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is appearing on your screen right now?
Yes. Let me. Which guy? We'll go in game then. So now it's only me, unfortunately, guys. It's only me on the screen. But
Cha-cha.
I know this guy. I know this one.
Fair. Okay. Great. So I think it's not really there's not really a point to get into the specific decks just yet, and I think we would rather keep it more generic and go into like a general tutorial where we are getting into the rules, right?
I see. Okay. Yeah.
So for that, just go for solo. There's the solo modes. We will be together in this. You're not solo, but we will get there. You can just, you can skip those.
Okay.
And then...
Because you're going to say everything, right? What the heck?
For the most part,
This is interesting to me.
Why?
Gigantic Sparkle? That just sounds nice.
Well, you know what? Like you can't make much out of it just yet, but that is one of the decks. Like Gigantic Sprite is involved in one of the decks, and I think it might be actually a fitting one for you as well, just also because of playstyle, because it is not meant with any offense, but it's one of the more basic decks, you know, and like we can probably get into that pretty decently, as you have not much experience, you know.
Not much.
All right, but let's go with the tutorial first, which is on the right there. I can see you being a Sprite player and enjoy that. We can get to that. Okay, let's get into the first practice one, and let's get this thing rolling.
Okay. You can see I've done it in the past, but not that it's gonna have stayed up there, but I'll try.
We'll freshen it all up. No worries. Okay, so it will say the general goal of a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that is to reduce your opponent's life points to 0. That is, there is a couple of other ways to end the game, but that is still the main way how a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Works. Normally, and in the tournament, it is going to be 8,000 life points, but as this is just a tutorial, we are going to start with 2,000. So every turn, your turn starts with the draw phase, and your deck will be presented to you like that, and you can then draw the card from your deck. And that is basically all that really happens in the draw phase. And you have drawn a monster card. Monster cards are quite easy to spot because they have a level, they have attack and defense points, so you will always kind of see whether it's a monster or a spell or a trap card. So let's get into this. You can just click a couple of times. Let's summon a monster. Okay, so this is a normal monster that can be seen because of the color of it. It's just like this vanilla yellowish. So that means it has a flavor text, but it has no real effect. So it's just really about the attack points and defense points. So you can, when you click on it, you can decide whether you want to summon it in attack position or in defense position. So when you summon the card in attack position, it will always be working with its attack points. Good call. It has 1,008 attack points, so we want to summon it in attack position. Let's do that. The zone doesn't really matter. You can choose one of the 5. It really there's no real. Yeah. It's like there is some decks where it does matter a little bit, but generally speaking, also for this, it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Okay.
So, but that is really important. Normal summoning is only possible once per turn. Your monsters, you can only normal summon once per turn. There is other things such as special summoning and so on, which can be done multiple times per turn, but that general rule will always apply, that there is only one normal summon per turn. And
Okay.
that all is happening in the main phase, which we're currently in, but we want to leave. And so whenever we're trying to change phases, it is on that blue button that you have just intuitively found there with it glowing. And yeah, you change the phases to battle phase. And in the battle
Okay.
phase is where all, like, once you go into the battle phase, there's also no going back. So like in the battle phase, you have to do all the battling, and then after that is done, there will not be any further battling for that turn. And
Okay.
so in battles, it is always one monster versus the other. There's no such thing as one monster attacking two monsters or two monsters defending or something. You as the attacker always say, I'm attacking with this monster, and this
Okay.
is my attack target. So it's like always 1v1. And as there
Oh,
only
that's
is...
much better.
Yeah,
The other ones that do the other way, that's so confusing. You gotta do
yes.
all this math and stuff.
Totally.
So that guy died because my attack was higher than his, right?
Yeah, so for battling, the position of the card is always relevant. When both monsters are in attack position, they always will be comparing attack points. And a
Okay.
very, very, very important thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is as soon as the battle is over, as soon as it was decided, everything about the battle is forgotten. There is no such thing as the monster keeping damage on it or something like that. It will always be, as you
Okay.
see, your monster is basically fresh again. So when your opponent wants to overcome it, it will again need a monster with 1,900 attack points to actually get
Okay.
over it. And so when it's attack position versus attack position, they compare attack points. When it's attack position versus defense position, it's going to be the attack points versus the defense points. And one important thing
Okay.
is there is no battle damage when it's attack position versus defense position.
Okay.
Okay, and now you can
Because
just...
then it's
yeah.
just so that last thing that you said, the attack versus the defense.
Mhm.
Could you repeat that?
So when a monster in attack position attacks a monster in defense position, even though it might be stronger, let's just say there is a monster with 1,500 defense position here, and you could attack over it, you will destroy it in that battle, but there is not going to be any battle damage involved. So
Okay,
as
to
you see
the
here,
like player's health.
exactly, yeah,
Okay.
because the life points were reduced here. You did 300 damage, and if it would have been a defense position, there would have been no damage to the life points.
Okay.
There you go. So nothing more to do in this turn. It goes over to the opponent, and they are going to draw a card, and they... oh, look at this. So that is going to bring us to the next thing about battling. We're gonna ignore that card for the very moment. If you just didn't have any other cards, you could like also go into the battle phase and have these two monsters battle against each other. When two monsters in attack position battle against each other with the same stats, they are both going to be destroyed and going to the graveyard. That is
Which can be helpful sometimes,
yes,
right?
yes, for sure. Like if you have more monsters in general, and then you can trade one monster with theirs, and your others can go for direct attacks. That's very good to do. And I'm saying that because whenever your opponent has a monster, you can only choose their monsters and not their life points. There's no like you cannot attack directly as long as there is a monster for them protecting their life points.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you have actually now, in that situation, drawn a spell card. So spell card, also very easy to recognize as they have that bluish color. And spell cards, like the normal spell cards, and you can click on it here to already get like a bigger view of it. Normal spell cards can only be activated in your main phase. You remember we have draw phase, main phase, battle phase. Those are like the important phases that we're going through. There is like advanced spell cards, which will be quick play spell cards, which can be activated on different turns as well. But the normal spell cards will always only be on your turn in your main phase. And this one is also quite easy in its text. You just destroy one phase that once your opponent controls with the highest defense. Well, when there only is one, that would be theirs. So this is an easy shortcut right now for you to just win the game on the spot.
This seems kind of mean, though.
I mean, if you want to do it in a different way, I don't think that you are forced to do it that way.
It just seems quite strong, right?
I think we don't have to feel bad for the bots. I think they're okay with it.
Okay, they're used to it, right?
Yeah.
He knows that this is kind of just what goes on. Oh, I guess you can. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you can change to defense.
Actually, good point. That is only always possible once per turn. So monsters you play contrarian to other trading card games, can always attack the turn they are summoned. Like, you don't have to wait a turn with them or anything. The monster that is summoned that very turn can immediately attack, except for the very first turn of the duel. There is no attacks on that. But then there always, every turn, there is one time the chance to change the position. Like, when the position of a monster was changed already in that turn, you cannot put it back into a different position.
Okay. And I have another question.
Go ahead. So ask me as many questions as possible, please.
If this guy has a 0 defense, right? That means pretty much he's not going to be able to stop kind of anything, right? So you could have him in defense just as a way of protecting your life points, right?
Yes, but that would make it very vulnerable. Like, you probably would always want to have this in attack position. Like, yes, you may get some battle damage when your opponent goes over it, but just like giving your opponent the chance to just like have small monsters attack over a bigger monster like this would just not be very helpful. Yeah.
I see.
Okay, and now your opponent has no monsters, so you are able to just attack directly.
That's just gonna kill this guy, though.
We'll find someone else to play against. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, so that was very basic. So we have discovered monsters and spell cards, but there is going to be more to it. So let's go into the next stage here, the second one. Sweet. And in we go. But I think
this must be so interesting for someone who, I mean, I was not aware of your content before, unfortunately, but of course, you've got Yu-Gi-Oh in your name, right?
Yeah.
So you must be, I would say then that you would probably be very good at it, very knowledgeable at it, and then you've got like, I don't know how the person you taught yesterday was or not.
No, we started at the very beginning too. No, it was the exact same. We started with the tutorial, and also like yesterday that already started, and I really liked it because it puts it a little bit more into perspective, right? Because I am very advanced with the game, but sometimes that gets me out of touch with how beginners are trying to get into the game and what could be hard things for them and questions they may have. But that is something that I think is very important because, like, I'm such a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I want more and more people to be involved in Yu-Gi-Oh! And therefore, it's good to know about the questions and things that beginners are having. And maybe to put it into a little bit more of context for you and your viewers, like, I'm a caster mainly. I've been casting Yu-Gi-Oh! For the last 7 years, and since Master Duel released 4 years ago, I was casting Master Duel as well, and I casted, for example, the World Championship in Paris last year. So yeah, that's very cool. I'm like all Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just my life.
So what's your favorite card then, and what's it look like?
It is Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage, and I will show you in a moment when we can do this, okay?
That's crazy. Okay.
It is crazy, man. It is such a crazy card. But okay, let's we have something new to discover. Trap cards. Let's try using a trap card. Sounds about right. So trap cards are also not monster cards, clearly, as they have that red color now, which all of them are going to have. And trap cards have that little bit of a downside, you could generally say, that they need to be face down set for 1 turn before you can use and activate them. So spell cards you can immediately activate on your turn the moment you draw them. Trap cards, they have that little bit of a delay where they need to be set for 1 turn first. And therefore, they can be like, also a trap, of course, is kind of tricky, so they can be used as like battle tricks when your opponent is trying to destroy one of your monsters in battle, and then you can like deny that plan by just having a trap card. So setting it is completely right. It's the only thing you can do with it. So let's read it again, like our trap card. Because I think it is modifying, you can, yeah, there you go. Yeah, this one modifies attack points for a monster you control. So it's probably smart to just put your monster out in attack position and then hopefully get into a situation where your opponent wants to attack over it, and then you can, like, with the trap card, kind of deny that.
Okay.
All right, end your turn now. Also, we have doubled the life points here. It's not 2,000 anymore. It's 4,000, which is half of the actual life points in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Look, 1,900. That sounds like a pretty decent timing for the skill successor now.
Ooh, okay.
The good thing about Master Duel as well is compared to like the physical trading card game, Master Duel, of course, when you can activate the card, it will
Mhm.
always like have that pop-up menu telling you, hey, do you want to use me now? Which of course for
Yeah.
beginners is sort of helpful. And there you go. You boosted your monster, and their monster therefore was destroyed in that battle. Easy. And we do draw Blade Knight. Okay, new color discovered. This is now still a monster, as you can see, with the attack and defense points, and also the level. But this one is orange, and orange is the color of effect monsters. So that means they do not only have attack and defense for battling, but they also have an effect on the field. And we can read the Blade Knight. Blade Knight gains 400 attack while you have one or less card in your hand. So you're very low on cards in hand. So the moment you summon this out right now, it would go up to 2,000, which is pretty strong and beefy.
Okay.
So let's just summon that out. Another thing.
Ooh, it wants me to do the graveyard climb.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So how come he gets to happen from there?
Trap cards, like specific ones that say I have a graveyard effect as well.
Oh, I see.
They can be activated in the graveyard as well. In general, we haven't really talked about the graveyard too much. A card that was activated goes to the graveyard. And the graveyard is sort of, in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Acts as like an extension of your hand, basically, you could say. As there is
because
cards...
it's not forever gone.
Exactly. So like there is graveyard effects that you can use, and therefore you can just like with cards from the graveyard really have more resources and have like a longer game plan, have more actions to take overall, and that I think is once again enough attack points to end this duel already.
These poor bots. They ever code them to win?
I think, yeah. I think I've lost to a bot before, I have to admit.
Yeah. The other nice thing, too, with using this game is, like, it takes care of all the math for you, you know?
Yes. It's still, to this day, still at, like, physical tournaments, you have, like, pen and paper. Like, I'm writing down my life points and have to calculate them myself with pen and paper. Yeah. That can be a problem sometimes.
I feel like I would forget.
I mean, you're writing it down, right? So, like, as long as you don't forget to write it down, you can at least remember by just looking at your paper then.
See, but the problem is, I think I would forget to write it down. I guess it depends on how much you keep track of, too.
Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, so now it's all going to be a little more as in a regular duel. As the regular starting hand size for a duel is 5, so that is what we have here. And then we got a couple more options. First of all, we have spell cards, trap cards, and the one that is glowing that it wants you to activate at the very beginning. This is a special one as it is a field spell. So you see you have 5 monster zones and you have 5 spell zones. We used both of them to activate cards already, but activate the field spell, and you will see that this goes into a special zone, the field spell zone. This is like just an additional place for like when it says field spell, that will automatically go there. And this is a thing that will continuously apply to both players sometimes, but here this one specifically states all monsters you control gain free-handed attack during your turn only, and also they gain free-handed defense during your opponent's turn only. But this is something that you don't need to activate over and over again. It is just something that now continuously is going to be applying.
I see. I'm going to read this one again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that one is to just destroy one of their guys. Not very nice.
Also not very helpful right now.
Yeah, because they don't have anything.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, we just summon a monster. That's good. Fair. And so the thing is, trap cards you basically always want to set because they have that delay, so you want to make sure that they are ready to be used as soon as possible. Spell cards you could technically also set. You would see it gives you the option to also set them to the field. That is sometimes worthy as a bluff to your opponent that I do have a trap card. But it also, of course, makes the card vulnerable on the field. As, for example, you just read your own Dust Tornado. There is ways to, of course, destroy cards in your opponent's spell and trap zone. So the safest, they are just simply in your hand, because you can just use them from your hand then in the next turn. So I would recommend to just keep it in the hand for the moment.
Ooh, and then so this was like the draw phase then, or
The draw phase is basically only for drawing your card from the deck. That is where we did we even draw a card? Let's click on main phase 1 again or cancel. 1, 2, 3. No, we didn't draw anything. Yeah, on the first turn you don't draw a card. So only on the second turn then you start to draw cards. But that is where the draw comes. Then the main phase you activate all the cards, you summon your monsters, and then there is no battle phase on the first turn as there is no battles in the first turn. So you have to go into the end phase directly.
I was wondering because I was like, wait, okay, so of course we go to end and then we go to the next thing.
Yes, perfect. And ooh, D-spell. So they have the D-spell is basically targeting a face-up spell on the field, and it will be destroying it. So they're trying to get rid of your field spell here. One thing that sometimes for beginners is a little bit confusing. It gives you the option here to activate your Dust Tornado. And Dust Tornado, you can click on it. That we will not immediately activate it. It says destroy that target. And a lot of beginners have the assumption when I'm destroying the other card, I'm surely also stopping what it is trying to do. That is not necessarily the case. Like, destroying a card will destroy it, yes, but it will not negate the effect. So if you would, for example, you can chain your Dust Tornado here, but that will in fact do nothing because they just are still going to destroy your field spell as well. So destroying does not equal negating. That is something. So you probably want to just hold the Dust Tornado for a better spot. And you will just lose your field spell here, sadly.
Unfair.
Ooh, Curry Bandit. That's a cool
Oh, what
card.
is this little guy? Oh, some of these are so funny because you can tell that they are some of the older ones.
Yes.
Like that spell that they just played too. I was like, oh, that one looks a little bit older.
It actually, I think it was in the first Yugi starter deck, the D-spell one that they had. That's like a super, super old card. And Curry Bandit is a retrain of the original Kuribo, of course. It was like, you remember that little fluffy guy that was flying next to Yugi? That's basically a retreat of them.
I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's still telling me I can do this one, but of course...
So here, the situation has changed a little bit, because... Ah, okay.
Well, I thought cancel would just
it gives you another...
Okay.
No, when you cancel, you're ruling it out. Like, if you want to just look at the other cards, there is that arrow to the bottom on the top right. This one. So, like, when you want to check out the rest of the field, then you can, like, do this, and then you can get it back up. But the situation has changed a little bit, because now, in case they set a trap card, when you activate your Dust Tornado now, they never had the chance to activate the trap card, as it hasn't been set for a turn yet. So now, in the end phase... just before your own turn, before they ever have the chance to activate the trap cards, you could already get rid of their set card here, which is probably something to do, yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's just do it for science.
Let's destroy this one.
Yes. Wonderful.
Oh, but he's cute!
Okay. We destroyed castle walls. So this gives us the option, Dust Tornado has the additional effect, we could set a spell trap card from our hand to the field. Again, setting the Smashing Ground doesn't really accomplish anything, so we just want to say no to that.
Okay.
Green Bandit is activating this effect as well. They're looking at the top 5 cards of their deck, and when they find a spell or trap card, they are able to get it into their hand, and they have to put everything else into the graveyard, which they just did there.
See.
Okay, so now we have the draw phase. We get to draw the cards. This time around, we are able to do that. We see the Tune Warrior going into our hand. And
this guy is interesting looking.
he's cool, and he's actually interesting for another reason. Let's get him up big again, because you say there in the middle, like it is a normal monster. It says the type, which is a warrior. Both of that is not necessarily important, but it has that extra add-on there saying Tuner, and Tuner actually is something that is relevant for the first extra deck mechanic we're going to get into, because so far we have only drawn cards from our main deck, we have summoned our monsters that we have drawn from the deck, but now for this duel there was that, we can call it second deck basically. In real terms it's the extra deck. Let's close that window right here. On the left hand there you have an additional deck there now. You see that? There you go.
Is it this?
Click on it. Yep. And that is the extra deck. And monsters from the extra deck are basically something that is immediately available to you at the beginning of the duel. They are a little harder to summon. For example, this one requires you to just put 3 monsters from your field into it to summon it out. And then there's other monsters. But like these will always be there at the beginning of the duel right away, and you don't have to draw them from your deck, you know?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they are like an extension to your main deck, but they are somewhat like they have special requirements to be summoned. And I just taught you about the tuner, and look at this. Mighty Warrior is a synchro monster. You have it there already on display. Synchro monsters. They are actually not that hard. You need one tuner, and then you need one or more non-tuner monsters. And then, I know it's hard, you have to do math, basically.
No!
Because you have to combine the levels of them. You see, you have a level 3 on the field. You drew the Tune Warrior. So let's just summon out the Tune Warrior right now to the field, because it is also a level 3, and it is a tuner. So you have a tuner, you have a level 3 non-tuner. So that means we do actually have the chance to summon out the Mighty Warrior. So let's go with the Mighty Warrior for now. There you go.
Okay.
And that can then, by sending those monsters, and we have to, one by one, say that we are going to use that. Look, free! Or it's even helping us with the math. Easy.
I see.
And the important part is, it has to be exactly 6. You know, it cannot be 7. You cannot exceed the number. It has to be exactly that number.
I see, okay.
And then you can just summon it out in attack position, because the field of the opponent is empty right now.
My cat is visiting because there's a bug, which means if he gets on the desk, he's
that's
gonna
a cute
destroy. This is Brian.
Brian, hello, Brian.
He's learning too.
Let's go.
What's your favorite card, Mr. Brian? He says, I like Melfi.
You've heard about Melfi. I read that, but
Melfis
actually,
are my favorite.
I will have to introduce you to something that Brian might really like as well then after this game as well, because there is something cat-focused. There is a cat deck basically in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays as well. But I'll show you in just a second. Let's focus on this here first.
Okay. Is it so? Are these like middle guys any better or anything? This like middle area?
So those are the extra monster zones. There's 2, and both players can use them. So, but when you occupy one of them, you cannot use the other one anymore. And it's actually very important. We're going to get into link monsters later on as well. Link monsters can only be summoned into the extra monster zone. So as a general advice, synchro monsters like this one, like the Mighty Warrior, I would not summon into the extra monster zone, because you want to keep those free for link monsters.
Okay.
There you go. Mighty Warrior. He is mighty indeed. 2,200 attack points. Okay, so this one says, if this card destroys an opponent's monster or battle, inflict damage to your opponents equal to the destroyed monster original attack. Alright, we are not going to get any advantage out of that right now, but we can still go into the battle phase and deal some damage.
Crazy.
Boom. 2,200. Nice. Okay, and then that's probably it for this turn. And then maybe next turn we can also get into other extra deck shenanigans. Draw phase, standby phase, main phase. Ooh, this one you probably remember as well, right? That was like one of those
yes.
playground cards, Giant Soldier of Stone, also in the anime. Very
what a
important.
guy.
For real. Ooh, that is a trap card now that we have picked up.
This looks like kind of like very stereotypical sort of depiction of chat, does it not? Is this what your chat looks like too? Because I'm kind of seeing similarities over on my side.
Is that an offense, or is that a compliment? I'm not sure.
It depends on if you want to be a little screaming green man or not, I guess.
Well, I mean, they seem to be happy. They're living the life, apparently, so I don't know.
It looks like it. They get a ballista and everything.
But the one guy in front is kind of screaming at the other, so I would like to be the one with the armor and not like the guys on the left.
Yeah, and also this guy, I think he's being loaded up as ammunition, is he not?
I think the effect text also is underlining that, because it says tribute one monster, so I think those are the guys that are getting tributed.
I see.
Like the effect text is kind of explaining the artwork too. That's kind of funny.
What a guy. Okay.
Alrighty, so this is not going to be like optimal from like a game winning perspective, but I want to get you into another summoning mechanic. So let's summon out the other monster from our hand.
Okay,
because
this guy.
we're getting into link summoning now as well. So oh that doesn't even work. Okay, so we will have to wait for a little bit. Let's just set the trap card and chill for a little bit, because we want this to go on for a little longer. Set the
All
trap
right.
cards and give our opponent a chance.
Because we could also... What does this one do again? I will peek at it, because it says... Destroy the highest defense one, which of course they've only got one guy, so we could destroy it. But we're gonna let him simmer for a bit, right?
Yeah, I think we let it even simmer to that degree that we're not even attacking his giant soldier of stone for the moment, if that's okay with you.
Okay, so we just end the turn. Of course, you're the boss.
No, just for educational purposes.
I see. Of course. We're just torturing this bot.
Easy.
For education.
Ooh. So they have summoned. Let's read what their card is doing there. The Great Spirit. Once per turn during your main phase, you can flip this card into face-down defense position. And when it is flip summoned, you can switch to your original attack and defense. Ooh, that's kind of tricky, but I think it's not necessarily something we need to be worried about too much right now.
Yeah. He's an attack, and he's not even that strong.
Yeah. But he's probably going to, with its effect, put it into defense position, like into face-down defense position. That's like the first effect. You can flip this card into face-down defense position, and then he wants to cause some trouble there. But all right, let's let it happen.
Okay.
Let it go for now.
And then just say no to that.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Alrighty.
And say, do I just say no again to this one?
Let's see whether we draw a monster. We are going to get a monster.
Oh!
Crowned by the world chalice. Okay, so let's summon this one out as well. It's only 0 attack, but we are going to turn it into an extra like monster in a second anyway, so we can for the moment justify putting it onto the field in attack position.
Okay.
Because very importantly, for synchro summons and also for what we're getting into now, link summons, you can always only use face-up monsters. Monsters that are face-down, like the one he has there, you cannot use for those extra deck summons.
I see, okay.
Okay, and now link summons, honestly, they are even easier than synchro summons. And link monsters are those blue ones, and all three are blue here right now. And you see, they have a link rating, and it says big 2, 3, and 3 there on the bottom for them. And you don't even have to, like, it's very basic math, because a link 2 needs 2 monsters. A link 3 needs 3 monsters. You don't have to pay attention to the levels or anything. It's just as easy as that. You just have to use a total amount of monsters. So 3 needs 3 monsters, 2 needs 2 monsters. And you can also combine. So if you have a link 2, we can actually do that. Let's go ahead, summon the link 2 out. The defender of the labyrinth. Yep. Link 2.
This is a crazy guy.
Isn't he? And he needs 2 normal monsters. He has a specific requirement. So, like, good thing we have found a number of normal monsters, so we can go ahead and summon this out.
Okay, and we're saying bye to this one and goodbye to this one.
Yes. And now it only gives you the option to summon in the extra monster zone. As I explained, link monsters have to go there. And here is the defender of the labyrinth. Sweet. And now, you can actually, your extra deck is still glowing, which always means you have the chance to summon another card from your extra deck. You don't always have to do that, but you have the option to. So let's go into the extra deck there again, because with link monsters, it doesn't only have to be 3 monsters, as this one was saying for link 3, but you can also combine a link monster and a regular monster. So a link 2 and a regular monster gets you to a link 3. Yeah, exactly. And there's link 4s, and link 4s could be 2 link 2s, or a link 3 and 1 regular monster. So like for link monsters, you can like combine the link ratings. Yo, Brian is going crazy.
Yeah. I think there's been just one little bug flying around, and that's like his favorite thing is to look for it.
That's cool.
So shall I bring this guy out then too?
Let's try it out.
So it's, oh my goodness.
It's big.
He's pretty cool. Okay. Let's get this one.
Gaia.
And then we're gonna sacrifice both of these guys, because that's the math that we need.
We have to, yeah. Here we go. We have performed our first
Look at that.
Summons. Yeah, the animation for link summons is also quite cool, right? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Now, we don't really need to activate the Smashing Ground still, so we can just, in the battle phase, take care of the Giant Soldier. Or actually, we may have to... We have to remember. So, one cool thing is, you can go to the bottom right there. There's this, like, little... the one on the right. Yeah,
This
this
guy?
one. This is like a log where you can like look after every single thing that has happened so far in this duel. And let's actually check out. Let's go a little higher. Let's scroll up. Let's check out again the monster that he has brought face down, the Great Spirit. Let's reread on that, because when this card is flipped face up, you can switch the original attack and defense of one face-up Earth monster on the field. So maybe we want to make sure that this one gets destroyed first, so it doesn't really so he can't like make any crazy combos with that next turn. So let's attack the set monster first here.
Okay. So we're going battle, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're gonna attack this guy here.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm gonna read this thing again. It's just... Oh, I don't want to do that, because I have to get rid of my guy.
Yep.
So I ain't doing that.
Would be quite the sacrifice. Okay, we got rid of that.
it would be not a very good one.
Not necessarily. Okay, let's go on.
So I guess now we could just do this, right?
Smashing Ground. Yeah, you could.
What would you what are you envisioning for this?
So your monster is like, it's stronger than their monster anyways. So
yeah,
maybe you just want to, from a tactical standpoint, hold it until they actually have a problematic monster that you need to deal with the Smashing Ground that you cannot deal with otherwise.
Okay.
Ooh, what does this do? Draw 2 cards, then banish 1 normal monster from your hand. Or if you do not have a normal monster, you have to send your entire hand to the graveyard. Okay, common charity. Let's hope they have to discard their entire hand.
My goodness.
Ah, no, they have something to discard. Oh, another Giant Soldier of Stone. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? Uh-oh.
What is happening? What is this one?
Or did you
that guy looks cool.
He does look very cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A non-token normal monster.
And
then they just get to destroy my guy.
So now you can consider to use your Ballista Squad, because your monster is going to be destroyed anyway, so you can just also tribute it off to destroy another monster on their side as well.
So we're doing sort of an eye for an eye situation here. Okay.
Totally. Aye. Feels rough, but what can you do?
So is it best to go to get the biggest guy then?
Yeah.
Destroy him. It's this big, nasty bug.
Boom. Oh, and look at this. This was really good, because we did it in response to their card. They still had to tribute their own monster, because they activated the spell card already. So we got rid of everything just with that move, basically. That was nice.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah. On accident, but we did it.
I think it was on purpose.
Not entirely. I gotta admit. Okay, we had this one in the previous duel. That's good for battles, and you want to set it already because it's a trap card, but for now it doesn't really help us.
Okay. And then this guy, can't do anything with him just yet.
Nope.
Because we need a monster. So we just end, because we don't got any guys to battle with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. What's that? Digitron? I think they summoned Digitron. Yeah.
Oh.
Is suspicious found in electronic space. There's little information on it, okay?
It's so funny how some of them have like these huge texts that are like, does this thing, and then this thing happens, and this thing happens, and that one is just describing that little man.
Yeah, it's like the normal monsters, they have a flavor text, and the effect monsters, they are just displaying the effect that they have.
I see, okay.
Ooh, that's a good pickup here, the Call of the Haunted.
Ooh, okay, because then it means, but this is a trap, of course, so then I would have to wait after setting it.
Yes.
And then I could just destroy this guy, which is probably a good idea so he doesn't keep just straight up attacking me. Is that right?
So, I mean, it would be preventing like that they have an answer to your Call of the Haunted, because with your Call of the Haunted that you have just set, you are trying to get a bigger monster onto the field anyway. So like you're not like, if that happens, if that actually resolves and you get that onto the field, you are just having a bigger monster anyways, and you don't need to worry about the Digiton too much. But let's just say they have a Dust Tornado to get rid of your Call of the Haunted, then all of a sudden you're quite vulnerable. So I don't think it hurts. You can just do the Smashing Grounds.
Let's smash this thing.
Let's smash. Okay.
Okay. And then we've got no guy, so we just hit end, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, they keep on finding monsters. Okay. The Great Spirit.
I love this guy.
He's cool. Also an OG.
Yeah, he looks like it too.
Yeah.
This effect, whatever they did for the wind or whatever it is. Pretty cool. So,
actually,
I can activate this now?
You can, yeah. So trap cards can be activated in any phase. You can, you could technically even do it in draw phase, but you can do it in main phase. You can do it in battle phase. That's just completely up to you. So you can just do it now to already get it out.
Okay.
For simplicity, and you probably just want to get the biggest of them.
The biggest guy, and I'm just allowed to do that.
Yes.
Even though I don't have to link him up to anything.
Yep. It was already summoned successfully from the extra deck, so you can now just bring it back freely.
And he doesn't have to be in this big spot anymore? Is that because he's coming from the graveyard?
Oh, that's crazy. They have removed trap.
Evil.
That is insane, because the Call of the Haunted is a continuous trap card, and the continuous trap card, basically, it connects to the monster it brings back. It connects to the monster that it's with, and when they get rid of the Call of the Haunted, they are also going to get rid of our Gaia.
Did you know this was gonna happen?
No. Actually not. For real.
I thought... I thought the bot things must be the same every time.
It has been a while. So, you probably don't want to do that, because you're losing your monster, so...
I guess we just have to deal with it. Look, this guy, they've coded him a little heavy, I think.
I think so too. We should write a complaint to Konami. It is too much.
Alright, who have we got?
Ooh.
Oh.
This is good. It's not a monster, but it can turn into a monster.
It's being nice to us, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's very much, oh, you don't have any guys? I guess you can get one for free. Have a guy.
Unexpected die. Okay. Yeah, probably just the biggest, to be honest. Let's check them out.
Let's get this.
That's 18. Yeah, 18 seems good.
And then, okay, so we've still got this thing where we can make it 400 more. And then got their face down guy, which is that one Great Spirit guy. So let me read what he is again. So and right now he's flip summoned, right?
No, flip summoning is the process of flipping it into face-up attack position. So they can only do that on their turn.
So he's just face-down defense, so he's 1500. So we don't need to add the additional, right?
Yeah, and also, trap cards, they could even still be used in that battle. So if you like, for example, if you wouldn't know what that monster is and you attack into it, then you still, at the moment you find out, you would still be able to just activate the trap card. So there's no need to do it preemptively.
It's saying, do you want to? I think it's fine, right?
It is.
Unless we want to flex. Well, if we give it more attack, then of course the excess that happens is going to go to the LP, right?
Ah, that was one of the first lessons we had, though.
But that is because if it's in defense, it will still. No, it won't, because the defense is taking the big hit, right?
So, in battles between attack position and defense position, there is no damage to the life points at all.
Okay.
So there's really no need to do this.
Okay.
Look.
There's a lot going on. It's saying, are you really sure? No, you're not going to trick me into doing it.
Perfect. Yeah, like, it can be good and bad, right? Like, the fact that they are giving you the option and the trigger and the chance to activate all of those cards, because oftentimes you don't want to. It's good that it reminds you so you don't forget entirely, but it oftentimes will also try to trick you into activating something that you don't really want to activate. Just to give you the option. Okay. Ooh, oh, we got a Melfi.
Oh my god, I can't kill this. This bot's coded real good. It knows that I won't do it. Okay, we're gonna have to surrender, Lampy, and we're gonna have to roll this one again and see if we don't go up against a Melfi. Look at that! And his little text just says he's up on that favorite stump again. He doesn't even say, get a guy from the graveyard or something.
But also, they're so confident about it, they just summon it in attack position with 0 attack points, even though it has, like, a really solid defense stat lines.
It does. Well, they know. They knew. They've gone into my mainframe and seen that I'm too much of a soft baby. And look, it says, let's go find more friends. How am I going to kill this guy?
Well, I think we're...
Oh, and I can zoom in on it. Someone just told me. I can't kill this.
We're in a chessmate situation here. I think that there is no way out of this.
No one tell the other teams my weakness, okay? No one say that this dumb person cannot kill something so cute. I'm gonna have to, though.
Good thing is there is 5 pre-built decks and none of them is Melfi, so we're safe on that for the tournament at least.
Okay, good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask again just because. So this guy, I've got 1800, and then if I give him 400 more, I'm doing the math now, it's 2200. But I guess also I don't need that, right? Because this is already at 1800.
Yes.
But if I want to be a real big jerk,
I mean, it's their turn. It's their turn, so it's only until the end of the turn that you're gaining the attack points. So yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to do that. Your opponent is about You saved me there. I wouldn't have looked like a jerk. I would have looked like a big dummy instead.
Oh, another Tune Warrior. That's cool.
So we can have this guy go out too, just for funsies.
Yep.
And then this guy's not glowing, so it's not... Oh, because it doesn't have to wait. Doesn't it have to wait one again?
No, Synchro... Let's see. We can look into your extra deck, even though it's not glowing. This one we are going to get into. That's an Exceed Summon. Or let's explain it right now. Exceed Summon is the last remaining summoning mechanic that we are still trying to figure out. And you see it says 4, and that is a rank 4. And this one is also very easy, because a rank 4 just needs 2 level 4 monsters. So right now we have a level 4 and a level 3, so that doesn't work. And the cool thing about those black Exceed cards is for synchros and for link monsters, your monsters always, the materials went into the graveyard. This one is funny because you stack the cards on top of each other. You're like, those level 4s, I put them together and then I stack the new Exceed monster on top of it. So like, it becomes the materials of the Exceed monster, which is really nice.
I see. Okay.
That's pretty cool. But right now we cannot summon this. Unlucky.
Okay. So, but we've got our guy. We're in our main phase. And then this thing, of course, says... Now, when it says during your turn, right?
Yeah.
Or like, whatever, because this is for my turn. Does it matter what turn phase it's in? Will it only last for a part of the turn phase, or is it for your entire turn then, too?
For the entire turn. When it says until the end of the turn, it will be for the complete remainder of the turn.
Okay, and I guess it will also tell me, like... And this guy's glowing. Okay, so if I wanted to change it to defense, because he's been out on the field, and this guy hasn't yet. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll attack with this guy, and then it will probably prompt me, right?
Yeah, it will. Oh no. Okay. I'll report you to the Melfi headquarters.
No, not the Melfi Council. I have a membership card. They'll revoke it.
Oh!
I'm like, well...
Oh, they take no battle damage!
That's why they did this.
They're crazy.
No.
Oh, but they still lose it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
We've
no.
got this guy too.
Yep. For funsies we can attack, but it's for the rest of the turn we're not doing any damage.
I see. Okay.
Still, they could have just summoned in a defense position and we had no way to actually get over it.
They knew what they were doing.
I'm sure. Ooh, okay. The writing is on the wall. I think we got this.
They could be bluffing.
Maybe. So that's a level 2 monster. Okay, let's come on, we're using our entire extra deck now. Let's summon this in attack position. And there is another link monster we haven't summoned yet.
Okay.
Boom.
This guy.
Ghost.
This guy's... I don't know what to think of this guy.
I mean, he's kind of weak, right? You have to sacrifice 3 monsters and it only has 1800. So it's like we're sacrificing 3 monsters and one of them actually has 1800. So it's actually quite the weak card, honestly.
I'm trying to figure out what his deal is, too. You know?
Yeah.
Traffic. Ghost. Is he controlling the traffic?
Like the online traffic, right? There's like cables and stuff.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, he's like...
That's probably... Do the kids say that these days? Do they call online... Do they say online traffic? I don't know.
I think that's what the old people call it, honestly. That's why I have heard the word before.
Yeah. It's been a while. That's why I was like, wait, what kind of traffic are we talking about?
Yep. Okay.
Look at him go.
Cool animation, though. We can...
Yeah.
We can give that to the traffic ghost.
Okay. And then we've got... I'm nervous, though. Because they've got face-down stuff. Oh, and I've got my little,
Yep.
This is... I'm going to read it again. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up monster, and... So this is a good thing.
It boosts your monster. I mean...
Sometimes I get nervous and I'm like, I've read this thing and I think I comprehend it, but then I don't trust myself.
No, but you can always double read,
it.
right? It's like, it's fine. You always have
Sometimes. But sometimes double read and still don't help me. We'll give him to this.
Okay.
Also, Mr. Brian is being
Boom.
absolutely so naughty right now. Have here.
Sweet.
Playing with a
GGs.
piece of plastic behind the monitor.
I
That
think
was a long fight, but we did okay.
it was. It was actually a pretty long fight, and I think as a reward, I am going to show you and Brian the cat cards. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So for that, just go into the main menu again,
Okay.
and then deck,
Okay.
and just click on one of them, and that brings us into like the edit deck, and then we can look at all the cards in the game. This is how
Ooh,
you,
okay.
this is how you build decks, sure, but now in the text search for Pearly, like yes, and then an E before the L.
Okay. Oh, an E before the L.
Yeah, you have to redo it. That's
Pearl.
yes,
Like that?
and then that will do it.
Okay.
So
Oh my goodness.
I knew you would be liking this.
What is that?
You can make them even bigger. Yeah,
Gosh. Well,
those are
what am I supposed to do
beautiful,
with
right?
this information? Yeah, oh my gosh.
yeah. Pearly is really cool, and it actually has been like a meta stay as well. Like it has been played at big tournaments. It has been really, really good.
You're lucky I'm not, like, emotionally vulnerable right now, which I usually am, because
Okay.
I would be crying right now. I would be crying at just how cute this is.
It is insanely cute. And then the thing is, those are like the two main ones, like Pearly and Pearlily, and then they upgrade into like the E-Pearly ones, the big ones. Yeah. That's like the whole thing
Is
of
this
them.
tournament legal?
Yeah, it is.
Wait, so someone could use this against me.
And it has been used plenty. It's actually a good card, yeah.
Oh no. Look at this. Now, are these older cards or are they kind of newer?
In the last 5 years, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, roughly like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
Plump is really cool as well, yeah, Plump.
This is the one I would be.
The Spanish name for it as well. Like I played a Spanish version of Plump, and it's El Plumpito.
Oh my goodness. I have
Yeah.
some German cards
Oh yeah.
of like another game. And they have They have the funniest names. One of them is Evoli,
Oh yeah.
and it does Schmetterkick, which I really like.
That is funny. And then like at some point, just the Pearlies they turn into like real badass. Like look at in the middle row, like the first two. Those are like the big boss
Oh
evolutions
my
of them.
goodness.
Yeah. They're barely kept
This
at
is
this
so
point.
cute. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Those are adorable. And this one, what's Pearly?
Pearly Yeep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm not even reading what any of these things do, and I'm thinking this is great.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, okay, this might say a lot about you as well.
No, go on.
What? Okay.
Ask and can you still hear me?
Yeah, can you? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Try out Labyrinth. Just like the Labyrinth, but without just R and Y now. NTH.
Like that.
Yes. And then there
Okay.
is a
Ooh.
couple of I'm not sure whether that's a girl, but there are some girls in those as well.
This one's, you know what? This one's still doing it for me.
Okay.
That works. Oh my gosh, that's pretty.
Yeah. Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. They are pretty badass for sure.
I wonder, you know all those games that people play where it's like the daily games like Wordle and all of those things. And you can do like guessing the game. Do they have one for guessing the Yu-Gi-Oh card name? Because when I clicked on this thing and you were like, yeah, that's Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. That would be so fun to see you do then, because if you know like all of these titles and stuff.
Well, there is something similar, and it's currently in the game. We can try it out for today. Let's go.
Really? Okay.
So I think it's still running. Let's go into the main menu. Yeah,
Okay.
card decoder. Let's try out card decoder. So basically,
Okay.
it's going to give us like we have to work our way towards the cards, and we like can try I think 7 times, and then like
Okay.
when we have the right type and so on, we get closer and closer to it. So let's try it out.
I see. Okay, I understand.
You have the first guess. Just
Okay.
pick any card basically. On the right, you can like there's all cards, and you can just pick something.
And I can search too, right? Let me just...
Yes, perfect. Let's go with Malphys.
I just want to look... Oh my god! They're so cute! Which one is the one that I really like? Oh... He's showing his belly!
Yeah.
How is this in the same game as Traffic Ghost?
Well, there's something for everyone, right?
We're going belly up Melfi Cat. Oh my gosh. Okay, so do I do +1 on this? Is that how that works?
No, I think you just drag it into like that open spot there in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
No
more cards can be added.
Huh?
Why doesn't it like it?
What do you mean no more cards can be added?
Doesn't want.
Wait. Remaining attempts free. We have attempts, so what's going on here?
What are these little buttons here then?
Try. I think that's putting it into a deck, but well, let's try again maybe. Like into the left spot? No, is it maybe over? Maybe the game is over actually. Let's go back. Does it say? No, it doesn't. Let me try on my end. I have my game here as well. Let me retry.
Oh my god, what is this little thing?
Card decoder.
Cloudy and Smoke Ball.
That one's
This
cool
one's
as well.
cute, but I do want to eat it.
Please no.
It looks like a nice little custard animal. The event has ended. No.
Oh yeah. Someone like I couldn't do it either, so must be the reason.
That's okay.
Sad. It is what it is. Okay, but I will. So I think it's time to also looking at all of those cards. We need to look at the deck options that there are there for the tournament. Like you will have to choose a deck eventually. So let's. I think there was a link in the announcements of our Discord server that we have for this.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like the third or fourth to last post, which says "Guide to generate decks for Continental Clash." Do you see that?
Let's see.
You have it.
I do not. I think I'm bad at finding things with my eyes.
It's just the like it's a PDF. Like you would see, it's like the first PDF from the bottom that you will see being displayed as a
I see
PDF.
guide to generate
Yes.
decks.
This,
Okay.
this.
Okay. This thing looks wild. All right. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, and I think with that, it basically like it gives you the codes, and then we can import the decks to Master Duel essentially.
Okay. Let's see. It wants me to click on some gems and stuff in this little gift box.
Let's do that first, actually. So we have crafting points. That's good.
Oh, receive all gifts.
Yes, give it all.
Okay.
Beautiful. We are very well equipped on our account now. Sweet.
Okay, and then it wants us to a plus sign on the deck thing again. Goodness. Mr. Bryan is not normally like
overview of like all kind of different decks that were made public by other players in the game. So you can just make your deck public and have other people try to copy it, essentially.
I used a strategic treat, which I was very afraid of because I thought, okay, this could go either ways, that he will calmly leave behind the computer or that he will freak out and unplug everything in his scrambling to get out. Okay, so we're copying from a public deck, and then it wants us to search for this one, which has got this wild name.
Yeah, perfect. That looks good. And then we're looking at the deck. Oh,
I typed it wrong.
Oh, good. Yeah, you have to retype it. There's no way to do it in a different way.
Okay, I'm making sure. I've got. Here's another peek into the world of Boba. So I've got super long nails.
Mm-hmm.
And on my keyboard, on all of the buttons I use to play some other games, like FPS ones, I've got marbles on them. You have my video up, right?
Yeah, I do.
So I've got marbles because my nails are so long. I just got them done again recently.
Yeah.
That the marbles make it so that they sit above. It does make it a little bit harder to type sometimes, but
wait,
at least I can.
At first, I thought the marbles make it like more comfortable, but no, that's actually a problem, right?
Well, it is more comfortable because the thing is when my nails are super, super long, and I'm like pressing the buttons, when they're all on the same sort of level and they're square, my nails will press more than one button. But if they're on marbles, they're higher up than some of the other keys, and they have the rounded edges so that the nails are not pressing all of them. Did you think that... I'm just thinking of all the stuff you've had to deal with me today. And you must be like, this person is a little insane. It's true, but...
Well, I am as well. Aren't we all a little insane? But no, I don't feel... I don't feel threatened by you. I am having a good time.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not threatening you. And I appreciate your help. I'm copying this deck now.
Yes, that's perfect. And maybe for some people in chat and also for you, there is... actually a very, very common side there is the very first card in that deck. Because actually, this is the original Blue Eyes White Dragon. The card that Kaiba used in the anime. The card that actually was one of the first Yu-Gi-Oh cards printed ever. And no joke, this deck, because it got some real good help over the last couple of years, is a top level deck. Like, this deck was represented at the World Championship. This deck can still win tournaments in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And you are playing multiple copies of that original Blue Eyes White Dragon in it, which I think is just from a storyline perspective is just so cool. And it also, like, when this deck got that big support, like, a lot of old school players came back in because they're like, oh, Blue Eyes, I can play Blue Eyes again, right?
Yeah, because of course there's like, I guess one of the difficult things with trading card games,
Hmm.
and I guess like other things as well, is like keeping everything sort of like balanced in a way,
For
which
sure.
at this point, with how long Yu-Gi-Oh's been around,
Absolutely.
oh, it must be like, I don't know. And I guess, are there any cards that are like only specific to this Master Duel, or do they all represent real life cards too?
Um, Occasionally there is some releases which basically happen in Master Duel before they happen in real life. It's like
Hmm.
a special happening then. But
Hmm.
generally, Master Duel is like a little behind the trading card release. So like
I see.
when something is released in the trading card game, usually like 3 to 4 months after that, it will also be released in Master Duel, something like that.
I see. This is gonna make me want to. How many cards? Do you have a lot of IRL cards then too?
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Okay.
It's
I
like,
just priced out some of my other ones from another game, and
okay.
it was like, I think it was over. I think over 1,100, but I think a lot of it is as in like $1,100. But I think a
Mhm.
lot of them are also like, I have some old stuff,
Is it
and if I
childhood
kept
stuff?
some of the ones, sorry,
Is it childhood stuff? Like from back in the day? Or did you just pick them up
yeah,
on... Oh,
some of
nice.
it is like old stuff
Hmm.
because I've kept most of it,
Yeah.
but and it's nice to have them. But man, there are some cards where I was like, I shouldn't have given that card to a boy that I liked. That was really stupid because now it's one of the most expensive ones.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But
No, but
all right,
it's
I've got
almost
this.
like a meme in the community. Just I love
Yeah,
cards. I can't get enough cards. Like even like the common ones, I don't care.
yeah,
I want them all. I'm like, yeah, you could say I have a problem. I have too many cards.
yeah. No, I understand though because I have basically a shoebox of cards that are just lined up that
Hmm.
I've already got. Like I'm pretty sure that I've put everything in my folders at least once.
Hmm.
And so all of the ones that are in this box are either like extra cards like energies or something,
Hmm.
or they're dupes of other
I
ones.
see. I see.
So
All
I get it.
right. Let's get into this blue eyes deck a little bit more because
Okay.
still it does revolve around, yeah, copy it into the main folder, and then we can actually go into our, yeah, go into this boop,
Oh,
and
this one.
no, to the deck.
One.
One back. Yep. It's the deck one because it doesn't have a name yet. Let's go on the deck
Okay.
one. There you go. Edit it. And then
Oh,
we can give it a name. Yeah, that's our mate. That's Rescue Rabbit, our mate. That's also cool. Just call it Blue Eyes Clash or Clash Blue Eyes or something like that.
okay.
Perfect. And then, as we got all of those nice little crafting materials, you can just go top right
Okay.
on those
To.
3 stripes
Okay.
and say batch generate cards not owned.
Ooh, wow.
So that is going to take care of all of this for us.
So this, of course, is doing because we've copied this deck. We want the cards in the deck, but we don't have them. And so this is going to make all of them, or at least as many as we can.
And we can, all of them. Ooh, we got a
Oh my
royal rare in
goodness.
there. Nice.
So what's that mean?
That's like the highest
Oh,
rarity in the game. We can
does
look at that.
does this mean that you can get like special versions of them too?
For sure, for sure. We can have a look at it.
That's dangerous.
Look, the effect Veiler. Oh, you got a lot of free pack pulls as well. Let's
Oh
not.
my goodness.
We can do
We'll
that
get
later
into
as
that
well.
later.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
that
But
later.
look at the effect Veiler. That's the card right behind Blue Eyes, like the second card in your deck.
Oh
That
yeah.
is the royal rare. Look, you can make it bigger. That's like the
Oh
special
my
version of
goodness.
it. Yeah, it's really pretty.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I remember the last time that I played this, I was like, well, time to put a lot of time into making all this stuff and seeing what I get. And I did.
There is people that just have their entire deck in royal rare, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but yeah, it's so of course it cannot only be about Blue Eyes himself, as he's a normal monster, and there's like the game has developed to a degree that normal monsters aren't really that relevant anymore besides Blue Eyes itself. Therefore, the way to make this all viable in nowadays Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a synchro approach to the deck. Because we talked about it earlier. Synchros is where you need one tuner and a non-tuner, and then you're combining levels. And there is a super powerful Synchro 9, which is the Spirit of Blue Eyes. You can, it's the UR one in the extra deck. The extra deck is on the bottom.
This guy.
Yep.
And then one of these?
Yes, the middle one. No, one more to the right. This one. Yeah, just click on it.
These guys. Oh, and this one's a little fancy.
Oh yeah, this is glossy, which is like
my goodness, look at that one.
The in-between, essentially. So there's normal, then there's glossy, and then there is royal. So there's like step by step. You're climbing up the ladder, essentially. But we got a little lucky on that one too. So this is, as you see, a Synchro 9. So you need one tuner plus a non-tuner Blue Eyes monster. And this is like a really, really, really strong Synchro monster to have. Because it can negate opponent's monster effects in the graveyard. And then also on your opponent's turn, you can just tribute it to get even stronger versions of those Synchro monsters onto the field. Which is a really, really, really good deck at this point. So it's all still centered around Blue Eyes. You're having multiple ways to access Blue Eyes. You bring Blue Eyes out. And then your main tool, and the main reason why this deck became really good, is the Maiden with Eyes of Blue. That's in the second row, second card in the main deck.
Oh, this one.
Yes. No, Maiden of White, sorry. Similar name, but Maiden of White it is. And this one is the level 1 tuner, which we are using most of the time. This plus Blue Eyes to go into our Synchro monsters. And
I see.
It's so easy because the second effect that we have there, if you special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card out. So basically, you have this in rotation, Blue Eyes comes onto the field, Maiden of White says, let me join the party, comes onto the field as well, and you immediately have access to a Synchro 9. So,
wow, okay.
I would say this is the most iconic of the decks, of course, because of Blue Eyes itself. And it's also, I think, at a beginner level, decently playable for sure. Sage with Eyes of Blue is also, you can just add, this one, for example, look, when it's normal summoned, you can add one level 1 light tuner from your deck to the hand. So we are just searching the Maiden we just looked at. So it's like a lot of consistency pieces, and you're just trying to get to your Blue Eyes, and you're trying to get to your Maiden, and then you're combining them into that big Synchro monster, and there's also other Synchro options. And yeah, that's like the main concept about the deck, I would say.
I see. And then with this game, there's like a lot of free stuff that you can do, right? Interesting. Because I know when we played it before, a lot of people from chat started downloading it too, which there's a command and everything. And that's ! Master Duel if anybody wants to play it. But like, oh man, come on guys, you can you can make stuff in the game and then sometimes you get shiny ones.
Yep. Yeah, the cool thing about the ! Master Duel thing as well right now is we are about to head into the qualification phase for the World Championship again. Therefore, we are in the Roads to Worlds phase, and that has started like 2 days ago. And that means every account, you could make an account right now, for the next 10 days, or for 10 consecutive days. It's also fine if you start today. You get free stuff. You get like a royal rare, so the Effect Veiler, that's the highest rarity in the game. You get one royal rare, you get gems, so you get a little bit of a boost to start out your journey in Master Duel. Or even if you haven't played Master Duel in a while, but you already had it before, it's worth opening the game back up now during those times, because you just get free stuff, which is always good.
Ooh, nice.
Exactly, yeah. So, this is pretty cool. There also is a couple of fusion monsters in there. And one very important thing in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, we had the very basics, but in more modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's also very important to be able to already interact with your opponent on their first turn. So basically, let's say your opponent won the coin toss. They are going first in the tournament. So they are trying to already pull off their combo, pull off a good turn on their side. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! And also in this deck, there is plenty of options to already try to stop that with hand effects on your turn. So for example, we looked at the Effect Veiler. That one is a quite easy one. That's the one you have in Royal Rare. So let's just pull that up here real quick.
Which one is that?
Top middle, the Royal Rare, the shiny one.
Okay.
So this one says, during your opponent's main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, you target one of their effect monsters, and you're negating that effect until the end of the turn. So like, you rarely are going to summon that as the monster that it is on the field, but you're more so just using it as a tool from hand and using it as an effect that you use on your opponent's turn just from the hand already.
I see.
And then there is similar cards to that. For example, there is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, which is just below it. This one.
I remember this one from the last time that I played.
Very
I remember a
popular
lot
card.
of people playing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
super popular cards. Basically, since its release, it has been somewhat of a staple in a lot of decks. And this also says, like, there's a list of things that you can stop with this. And it's adding cards, special summoning cards from the deck, sending cards from deck to the graveyard. Basically, whenever your opponent tries to do something that comes from the deck, Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring can stop it. And it's the same way as Effect Veiler works. You discard it from the hand to stop it like that, you know? And you're mainly going to do that on your opponent's turn when it is them playing.
So when you have this card and you want to use it, are you going to have it out on your like field area then?
No. You do discard it from the hand, so that's a cool thing. So it's going to be the same as it was with trap cards, for example. Your opponent does something, and because you have the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring in your hand, the game is going to give you the prompt, do you want to use Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring on this right now to stop it? And just by having it in hand, it will already be known to the game and will ask you whether you want to do it.
Is there a good reason to have it played on the field at all? Because it does have defense points. So is there a reason to use it for that or not really? Is it better to keep it in your hand?
Sometimes as a very last resort.
Okay.
Usually not though. And also some decks make use of the fact that it's a tuner because you see it's a level 3 tuner. So sometimes there can be situations where you want to go into a synchro summon and this is the only way to make that happen. I would say though in 90% of the time you just want to keep this in hand to interact with your opponent like that.
Okay.
And then maybe the most powerful card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Max C. That's the one before Ash Blossom. Second row middle. This is also crazy. You discard it, and for every special summon your opponent does that turn, you get to draw a card. So like, it's a bit like Crit Pro, you know, like they summon a monster, you get a card. They summon a monster, you get a card. It's like you're like playing with them. You're drawing when they play. So it's like it's usually making sure that your opponent is not summoning so much because they don't want to give you so many cards.
And this one, is this something that you then play? Well, I guess it's got effect or a quick effect. So is this one, it's not a field spell, but you would play it from your hand then?
It's also, it says you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. It's essentially the same as it was with Effect Veiler and Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. You just have it in your hand, and whenever your opponent tries to special summon, you're like, oh, I got Max C, so I want to make some use out of you special summoning as well, and I want to draw cards with it.
Okay.
So that's...
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this.
I think it's actually... I was trying to figure that out for the longest time as well, because it is a bug. Like, it is bugs, but I'm not sure whether, like, are those, like, lighty things? Are those the bugs? Wait, I think it's the eyes. I think those are the eyes of the bugs, actually. I think that's the conclusion we came to.
Oh, that would make sense.
It's like cockroaches.
There's 2 pairs of them. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, did they like clean it up really nice and that's why it's sparkly? They're like, wow, guys, there's a lot of dust under this VCR cabinet and between that and the dresser, so we've cleaned it up for you.
Surely.
No, the cockroaches make sense. I guess you can kind of see there's like their little bodies and their little antennas in some of it underneath the sparkles. How funny though. Is that what C stands for then? Cockroach. Ooh.
I think so, yeah. Must be, right? Gotta be.
Ew.
Very, very strong
card, I guess I'll keep
though.
the cockroach card in my deck.
You'll have to, yeah. Okay, I think just for the general understanding of the deck, that's fine for now. Let's move on to the next deck then.
Okay,
save
so
this
for
sure.
I save.
Yes.
Okay.
So it keeps the name that we gave it. It keeps all the generated cards that we have, and
this.
Yeah, that's cool. You can now, because you have a royal rare, you can when you click on it, you can change the accessories.
Oh my gosh, the best part, right?
The best part, of course. And then the bottom option says free main cards, and you can basically put the change free main cards on the bottom right. And then because you have the Roy Rare Veiler, you can flex with it.
Of course. Put that on there. We'll get... What was the... I thought there was one. This is a pretty... It's kind of pretty.
Yeah.
And then there's the other one with the... This. Oh, I thought that was pretty.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sweet.
How nice. And you can also do... Okay. You get, like, rabbits and stuff.
Yep.
Which is great.
That's the coin, the base, and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
See, that's another dangerous thing. I want all that stuff, too.
There's plenty of stuff that you can get for free like that, though. Like, there's, like, just by playing through the dual pass and stuff, you get mates, you get icon frames and new icons and so on and so forth. So, for example, like, I've been playing the game since day one, over 4 years ago. And so far, I've not spent any money on it.
Wow, okay.
And still, I was
That's
always
really
able to
good.
play, like, all the top meta decks and so on. Because, like, the game really, really rewards consistent playing. Like, when you log in every day, when you do the daily missions and everything, you are going to get gems for that. And then there also is, like, a lot of events where you get, like, even more gems. And then it's just very, very easy to obtain.
See, okay.
But
Very cool.
Yeah, I love it. It has just, like, of course, I grew up and I mainly come from the trading card game itself, but like having the option to just from your own home, just in your sweatpants, just sit down and play a couple of games of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just so fun.
Well, because you can also play this on, I think I downloaded it on my iPad when I was playing it before, and that's nice because it's like, okay, like I want to practice before the tournament, so I'm just going to be sat on the couch watching TV and then playing on my iPad.
For sure.
Nice.
Yeah. That's really cool indeed. Okay, let's get the second deck out.
Okay.
So you get that code again from the document.
Is this the... Okay, let me see where this is.
I think public deck search, and then somewhere there should be another code that we can get.
We've got... Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. I wonder... It's probably not copy and pastable, is it? No.
Don't
think so.
Don't think so, no.
It's not very many to type. I'm just being lazy.
Don't worry. We're all
Type
lazy. Being lazy is oftentimes they're hindrance as a Yu-Gi-Oh player though, because like we all are, and therefore like it's a meme in the community that we don't like to read. But of course, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you need to read. It's like such an essential part about the game, you know?
Yeah.
Because there is so many things to learn. So this actually, you saw one of those cards earlier on in the solo mode overview, and that is in the extra deck. You saw the gigantic sprite, and it looks really cool. The middle one, do you remember? This one.
Middle guy.
This, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like really, really cool.
I saw something else here. Oh my goodness!
Cat shark.
What's he do? Okay.
Kind of flying, but also just like dancing on the water. I'm not sure.
What a guy. Okay, we got him.
Let's copy this.
And then we're going back out again.
Yes. This should be the second one, I think. Yep.
Yeah, I should probably... Can I get rid of this one?
Yeah, you can
I've gone
delete
back. Me clicking over and over again. So let's just get rid of this one. About this one. We're going to edit this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is
what is
Sprite.
Sprite? Okay. That's how you spell that. What a weird word.
It is, right?
I'm looking at it. I'm thinking that doesn't look like a real word.
But let's do the trick again.
Okay,
Top right.
It's this thing, and then this one.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, did we get? Oh, we got glossy. Do we have any royals?
Oh my gosh, you guys, we're gonna have to do it again.
Give me more crafting points. We need to craft again. No, we got glossies though, which is like that little we got gigantic and glossy. That's cool.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. So the thing is, they're all thunder monsters, the sprite monsters. So they're like little thunder balls shooting through the duel field. And sprite as a whole concept of a deck, it's all evolving around the number 2 because they're all level 2 monsters. They're linked to monsters. They exceed 2 monsters. So they're really working with the number 2 in that regard. And the sprite monsters themselves, which like are in the middle of the main deck there as well. You see Sprite Blue. Yep, that's Sprite Blue. Then there's
cute.
he has a badass jacket as well. Then there's Sprite Jet.
Yeah.
And then Sprite Red and Sprite Carrot should
Oh,
also be in
this
there.
one's very cute.
Isn't it? Yeah. But it's also really good. Like, that deck also was definitely a meta-relevant deck. That's a little diva, right? The Sprite Carrot?
That's very diva. I do like this.
Yeah.
Well, a nice outfit, and the colors are really nice.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, so it's all about level 2. And the cool thing about Sprite is, it's not only that they are all level 2, but the Sprite monsters make huge use out of the fact that it's all level 2 monsters. Because all of them share, and that's also the first sentence there on Sprite Carrot that you see, if you control a level or link 2 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So basically, as soon as you have one level or link 2, or in most cases, a level 2 monster first on the field, you can swarm your field with all of those Sprite monsters. Because it's like, oh, I can summon my blue now, I can summon my jet now, I can summon my carrot, I can summon my red. All of them basically just fly onto the field like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I guess the game prompts you to do that as well, so you don't have to like, or will you have to like know that that's a thing?
The card is going to be like yellow in your hand, signalizing it can be a special
okay.
summon. Yeah, for sure. It will definitely show you. And then, like, the cool thing is also, I think it's decently, like, there is some very, very straight up concepts. Like, Sprite Blue is the main searcher of the deck. It allows you to search any Sprite monster from your deck when you special summon it. So with Sprite Blue, most of the time, you are going to grab Sprite Jet. Usually it goes in that circle. Sprite Blue grabs the Sprite Jet, and then Sprite Jet, when it is summoned, adds you a Sprite Spell Trap card from your deck to your hand. So, like, you always go those little steps, and you're working your way towards doing that. And then for the Sprite Spell Trap cards, there's, for example, the Sprite Starter, which is in the last row, the second card. Yep.
Okay, this.
And this one says, special summon one Sprite monster from your deck. Okay, you lose some life points for it, but that's really not that big of a deal. And this, for example, then could bring you the Sprite Carrot or the Sprite Red from your deck. So you're just really like bringing out all of those level 2 monsters, and you're trying to bring as many of them as possible onto the field.
I see, okay.
And then it's also like even them already on the field, like when blue has searched, it has done its purpose. When jet has searched, it has done its purpose. But red and carrot, which we also looked at, they actually then, they are disruptions for your opponent. Because this is the third sentence there. When your opponent activates a monster effect, as a quick effect, you can tribute one other level rank or 2 monster. So, for example, I told you the blue and the jet, they have done their purpose. You can just tribute them off. Then you can negate the effect of an opponent's monster with red. And carrot, on the other end, is the exact counterpart. It's basically the exact same card text, but just with spells and traps. So you have one that takes care of monsters, and you have one that takes care of spells and traps, which is really nice.
I see, okay.
So that is, like, it's really straightforward. You're trying to get all of those level 2 monsters onto the field. Like, the other supporting cards were in your deck. You see there also is an Ash Blossom, because that card is just so powerful. You use it in the same way, just as a disruption to your opponent. There is, cool frogs in there as well. That's top row in the middle. That is Swap Frog.
What? Look at his face.
That is a very, very famous card and has been played in a decent bunch of decks. But it is level 2, and you can special summon it to the field by discarding another water monster. So it's just always your goal to get a level 2 monster onto the field so that your sprites can be live. That you can summon out all of those sprites, and then you can get the Ronin Totem into the graveyard, which can come back as a level 2. So really, level 2 is all you want to do.
Ronin Totem is...
It's cute, isn't it?
What a name.
It's really cool. Yeah, so I think this one is cool in the way that as soon as you get into the groove of just getting blue, jet, it's kind of... Like, then you can still learn things on how to use those things in your extra deck, and you will get to that point as well. But it's really decent on the beginning level, I would say. Oh, that's a cool card as well. And
I've just been seeing all this stuff over here where I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell is this thing?
the white Dustin. And
That's kind of scary looking, but
oh, you think?
I think it's the little baby legs on it. It's got me kind of thrown off.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, for the sprite deck, let's go into the solo mode section again real quick.
Okay.
Save that for sure. And go in there. Because we have already spotted the gigantic sprite there, so there is a special solo mode for sprites. So that's good to already get a little bit more learning in on the sprite cards, I would say.
Okay.
So let's try that.
Can I go pee real quick?
Oh, of course.
Teacher?
I'll do the same. Let's meet back in a minute or two.
Okay, let's go pee. BRB.
Be right back. Chat, I am back. As we are waiting for Boba. In Boba's chat, is there any Yu-Gi-Oh enjoyers? And if yes, what is your favorite deck? We are infiltrating Boba's stream right now. What is your favorite deck? Elemental Heroes? That's a good shout. Elemental Heroes are classy. Ice Barrier? Oh. Ice Barrier is a newer one, actually. That's cool. Ice Barrier has gotten some nice support. Trap Tricks is sick as well. That's cool. I'm a Duel Links main usually. I have re-downloaded Master Duels following the stream though. Nice. That's the perfect thing to do. Daedalus Fishes, Yang Zing, and Hieratic Dragons. Yo, you guys have some expertise there. Those are not necessarily beginner decks, I would say. That's nice. You have some experience in good old Yu-Gi-Oh gaming. But yeah, for everyone that may be thinking about getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, as you see there, log in today and get free gems, a structure deck and stuff. So like, you should probably make use of that.
Yeah, you should, everybody.
I've infiltrated your chat. We've had the discussion about their favorite decks there. I'm sorry.
Good, no. Get infiltrating. I don't mind. We should have probably done this stream together thing and then shared the chats. But I also was like, oh man, do I want to subject your people to having to deal with me?
Oh.
They've been subjected to it a bit, but at least they haven't had to be in my environment and deal with me. They're saying to ask you what is your favorite deck.
My favorite deck is Sky Strikers.
Ooh, can I search that on here and see what it looks like?
Yes.
I know we have to do the practice thing.
No, go ahead, do that first. True, because
okay.
That's also where my favorite card is in. I told you my favorite card earlier. It's also from that deck. Okay.
So we can go to deck.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then search public ones?
No, you just go into your deck. Just take the Sprite Clash, for example. And
Okay.
then you can just, when you go edit deck, you can just search for every card in the game.
Okay.
And it's
So what shall I type in here?
Sky Striker with a space in
Sky.
between. Yeah.
Okay. Striker.
Yeah, and that will work. So it's all focused around Ray, which is a really badass card, and she's insanely strong. But my favorite card out of this is Engage. That's on the bottom left out of all of those cards in that. Yeah, this one.
This one.
Yeah. And it's one of the, because I've always been, it's not necessarily about the artwork. I think the artwork is pretty sick as well, and I have emotional value connected with it because I've been playing this card in the TCG a lot since it was released. But it's such a strong card because you search for a card and then you always are drawing another card as well. So like this card is insane.
And this is a spell one. Interesting. They look pretty cool too, though. Said.
It is so good, trust me.
Oh, I like this guy. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's Himmel the hero. He's looking a bit different.
Yeah, but the cool thing about Sky Striker is, so I think maybe a year ago or a little less, there's now also, it's called The Chronicles, which are like short animes for Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is really cool. And there is one about Sky Strikers as well. So it's like telling a little bit more about the story of Ray and Rose and all of that kind of stuff. And that's like, if you want to just watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, that's a cool thing to check out. Just go to YouTube and go The Chronicles Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's kind of nice.
Very cool. I'll look at those ones, because, yeah. It's nice that there's, like, different things that are, like, branching out from it.
For sure. So now, Gigantic Sparkle. So for this, I will lean back a little bit, and I will try to have you in control of things, and you can just, of course, ask as many questions as you want.
Okay. This is where you say that thing where you go, there are no dumb questions. And then even if on your stream where I can't see you doing it, you, like, roll your eyes a little bit.
I would never. Okay. So, that's basically what we already know.
Okay. I'm nervous.
You should be.
No! Okay, utilize their effects. I can do that. So we're getting another one. We've got 2 of this guy now. So what does this do?
So this
Normal
one,
summon this.
This one is not in our deck, but for this, it's a sprite monster. That means you can special summon when there is another level 2 on the field.
Okay. So, and this one is a level 2, so it, like, starts the chain, basically, as well.
Yes, look, it's yellow glowing now.
Okay.
So you can summon this out as well.
Ooh. Now, what would be the best time, really, to decide to do defense? Is it just sort of like... What would you say for that?
I think for this sprite deck in particular, there is 2 that you want to have in defense position because you are going to keep them on the field, and that is red and carrot, the ones that negate monster and spell effects. For the others, you're kind of doing something with them anyways, and they're going to be off the field at some point, so it doesn't really matter that much, so attack position is fine. So, here comes another way on how to get that sprite blue out. So, we talked about him. Let's get into him, the Gigantic Sprite. This is now cool because you are going to, for the first time, also be performing an Exceed Summon. You will see how that works with the materials and everything. That's kind of nice.
Ooh, okay. So this will kind of walk me through it. So I'm going to bring this guy out, and I'm going to get rid of, well, I'm going to sacrifice, question mark, something? So, ooh, and then, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it here. Okay.
Yeah, great, good. And you're normally, for Link Summon and stuff, you put them into a graveyard, but that's where the Exceed stuff was special, because for Exceed Summons, actually you're now stacking them onto them. So you see, it says it's a rank 2, but it also, the left number says it has 2 materials right now, which is really cool.
Okay. And then, this guy is special summoning too.
Yep. And
okay, so activate his effect.
And so this is basically Like, even if you don't have sprite cards that search, you can already start doing that. Even if you don't have sprite cards yet that search, all the two, like the moment you have 2 level 2 monsters, Gigantic Sprite can get you to Sprite Blue, and then you have your game plan again. Blue, Jet, and you can just basically go through the motions of just working through your sprites, you know?
It's like another mini game inside of a game.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Okay. See, but also, how do people feel about sprite decks? Because I think it's so funny when you start a game with somebody, and then suddenly you do like 1,000 things on your first turn.
Yeah.
Are people like, oh my god, here we go?
I mean, you just have to accept the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has evolved to a level where there is just more things to do on the first turn, and it's
okay.
This is not different to the other decks in the tournament, you know? Like, your opponents are going to try to do that as well, and I don't think Sprite is specifically doing much more than the other decks, you know?
I think the dragon one that I played was kind of a little bit like that, but I can't remember what it was like.
I saw the clip.
That one turn.
Someone posted the clip in my chat. Yeah. It was Dragon Mates, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, this is a very cool trick, which you also have then in your real deck. Sprite Gamma Burst. Let's read over that, because that one is actually, like, this can end you the game so quickly, because the first sentence alone is massive.
Okay. All level, rank, and link 2 monsters currently on the field gain 1,400 attack and defense until the end of this turn.
So, look, what you have on the field currently is not really threatening the 8,000 life points of your opponent, but when you can boost all of them by 1,400, it's kind of crazy.
And now it's saying do it. It's like, it's leading me into bullying this AI.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. And like in the later stages of this tutorial, you are going to be a little more free again. But here it's like taking you by the hand and just like really saying, do this, do that, so that you get a feel for it already.
So just pick a guy. How about the biggest guy?
Boom.
There we go. And now, my question is, so this was turn 2, of course, because the first turn
they just passed over to you. Yeah, they did nothing.
Okay, because they had a turn. Okay, that's what I was wondering, because I was like, wait a second, we're attacking, but I thought it was first turn.
Yeah, understandable, because they just did nothing. Yeah.
And then I can all of my guys get to do this?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Game is over. Look, this is your second 1-turn win in your history of Yu-Gi-Oh! There you go. Sweet. So that was rather easy because your opponent didn't do too much still. Pretty good. Pretty good. Look, you're earning stuff as well. Just yeah, go for this one. And then
this one sounds like they're gonna bully me a little bit more.
We will get to the point where it's going to be a little more resistance for sure. So now we actually have a full hand to work with. And our opponent is doing a couple more things.
Okay.
Oh, do you remember Dark Hole? You probably have seen Dark Hole before. No?
Oh, I can't remember. Which thing is that?
That's one of the cards in your hand. Dark Hole. Just the big Dark Hole.
Oh, yes. I do think I remember. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those in the other tournament thing. So you've got this big guy, and he just sort of does 2,000 attacking kind of stuff.
Yes.
They've got a secret card, which could be, so that can be a trap, or it can be
a bluff.
Is it also like a spell, basically? Can they spell?
Yep. And this is
look, they were like, spell. We're not giving you the big guy, right? You don't get the full pot, you just get the shard of him.
Yeah, still to this day, the Pot of Greed, forbidden. You cannot play it. It's too strong.
There was one of my favorite things about Pot of Greed is there's this podcast woman, Drew Offwello, and she's She's like a bigger girl, and she was talking about people insulting her.
Okay.
She's like, most insults don't really get me. She said, but someone responded to one of my Twitter posts and just said pot of greed. And so then I looked it up and I was like, wow, they kind of got me with that. And it was so funny. Okay, we need... It's just letting me do whatever now.
It does, but so whenever it says summon, so it gave you the option there for Sprite Blue to say summon. When it says summon, that is your normal summon, and you have to remember your sprite effects, they only on the field will activate when you special summon them. So you don't necessarily want to normal summon Blue or Jet because they have those strong summoning effects. Normal summoning Carrot and Red, on the other hand, is fine because they just have that negation effect which will come in later.
Okay.
Or you start out with Starter. That's also perfectly fine.
So this would be... Because this will special someone...
From the deck.
And then that means it does their thing. Okay.
Yes. Great.
And it's... Oh, and I can put this one too. If I read this. Pay money. I mean, life.
Yeah.
Pay life money. And target and banish a thing. So is there anything that I want to do with that? Each time, draw... Place one greed.
So this one doesn't seem super scary, but I mean, there is just one that
There's
you
a
don't know
scary
what
one.
it is, yeah.
Maybe for fun, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to say, get out of here with that other thing.
Maybe that's actually good, yeah. And what was it? That could have caused problems, not gonna lie. You remember Mirror Force? This is an upgraded version of Mirror Force, basically.
It looks upgraded, that's for sure. An opponent's monster declares a direct attack. Shuffle all of their... Oh, that's rude.
Yeah. Good thing we got rid of that in time.
Okay, so now I can special summon. And I guess you said that it's good to do it in this cycle of ways of like blue to jet to red to carrot. But then there's also the pixies ones. So these ones were...
I wouldn't worry about the Pixie one too much because that is not going to be in our deck for the tournament.
Okay.
And it's also not one of the more played ones. But also you can always just pay attention to your hand. So in your hand, you still have the blue. So like you can then summon onto blue when you summon something else out now. So I think your much more desired options right now are either already establishing the red to deal with possible monster effects from their hand. As we talked about, there's, for example, Ash Blossom and Joy of Spring, which could be in their hand. So you could establish this already and then bring the blue out. Or you go for the jet. That could also be a thing. But like, generally speaking, it's usually blue into jet. So you cover the jet part with that already. So I think the best option probably would be red here.
Okay. And this one... We want it in attack still. Or you said there was like 2 of them that would be fine in the defense position too, because they want to stay out there. I think that was the red and the carrot, right?
It was, yeah.
Because this is doing an active effect while it's happening.
It's it generally has more defense points, and it will stay on the field for your opponent's turn as well most of the time, and then it's just safer to have it in defense position. There could be arguments for this turn to bring it out in attack position because you're probably trying to do some damage to the life points of the opponent. It's definitely not wrong to just bring it out in defense position to have it safer, though. That's good.
Okay. I remembered.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, and then... Oh, we can do more stuff now.
Now they're glowing, yeah. Now they're glowing.
Okay, this is all guys on the field. We don't want that one yet. We want more guys on the field, and we're going to special summon them.
Yes. Go on,
Let's
then.
put this here. And then we want its special effect. And we say, yeah. Because then we bring the jet one out using this guy. We don't want this one yet.
Nope.
We want the jet. Because you said, because we have blue, then we have jet covered. I was listening.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud. Go on. Go on.
Okay, and then so we want to special summon this one and just put it out, and we want this one attack. And we do want its effect, which is adding a thing from the deck to our hand. That sounds good to me.
The spell trap, yeah. Now, yep.
And then it's saying, do we want to chain it? I don't think we want to chain it yet because we're going to do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. Very
and
good.
We'll get another option later anyways.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
So we have only talked about 2 options here so far in this deck. We have seen the Gamma Burst, which is the attack boosting thing. Then the Starter, which also we started our turn off with. So you can only do those once per turn anyway, so there's no point in searching them. But your other 2 options are the Smashers. And
okay.
Smashers reads a little bit complicated because it's mentioning all of those other cards, but basically, in simplified terms, Smashers is you banish 1 sprite card from your graveyard, and then you banish 1 card from your opponent.
Okay.
So it's not that hard, honestly. So that's a good way to maybe deal with the monster that they have. And then the other card there is the Double Cross, which is a very powerful trap card. Also, a lot of lines. But it basically says you target a monster, and either you put it into a link 2 zone of a link monster that you have. So if you have a link 2 and it points into 2 directions, then you can just basically yoink over one of their monsters to your side. And or if you have an Exceed monster, like we had the Gigantic, for example, in the last practice duel, then you could put it underneath as a material. So you say, hey, your monster, this is now going to be Exceed material for my Gigantic, which is kind of neat.
So if I were to choose this one, does that mean that I will have to set it and then I don't get to do it this time too? Or if because I'm getting it in a special way, does it mean I get to use it?
No, you still have to follow the rules of trap cards, so you could only use it on the next turn.
Okay. I kind of like it because I like the idea of stealing their dinosaur, but maybe this one because it's banishing a card from my hand or graveyard, and then activating either banishing one of their guys or special summoning my deck.
Yeah, so
I guess I can do that.
Yeah, let's try out the Smashers. So okay. I think you want to wait with Smashers, because with Smashers you can either banish from hand or graveyard. And cards in hand are resources that you can still use in that duel. And in the graveyard, they don't really have that much use anymore. So you just want to get them into the graveyard first, and then you can actually make more use of the... Like, you get it for free, basically, you know?
Okay. So then if I were to do that, the way I can get it into the graveyard is by... Depending on special summoning, right? Because sometimes the special summoning, they don't go in the graveyard? Or...
That is
no, there's graveyard and then banish. Okay.
No, but you're right. But for Exceed summons, for the Gigantic, it doesn't go into the graveyard, but becomes material and it stays under the Gigantic. But even then, with the Gigantic, like the moment you activate the effect and you put one of the materials away to special summon from the deck, that is still your moment where you get them into the graveyard eventually. So both would be valid, but it's actually worth going for the Sprite Elf right now, also just to try this card out, because that is also like one of your main tools in the deck. It's just it's a link 2, and you need to use a level 2 monster for it, but that is the easiest task for you ever, because all of your deck is level 2 monsters. And you can just you want to keep Sprite Red and Sprite Carrot around most of the time, so you can rather link off the Jet and the Blue, and then you bring out the Sprite Elf. And Sprite Elf actually allows you to bring back another monster from the graveyard, and it also is protecting the monsters it is pointing to, which is kind of nice.
Okay. So we special summon the elf one. And then we're sending one to a graveyard. And, okay, so you said this, of course, is going to be good to keep around.
Yeah.
And then I think you said Jet as well. And blue is like a good cycling one, right?
Blue Blue has done its trick. Blue and Jet, they have searched, they have done their trick, they can be used for this link summon.
Okay, of course, there's 2 that we'll need. Ooh.
There you go. That's the Elf. Elf can also use its effect and can bring back. And the cool thing about Elf is this can do it on your own turn, but also on your opponent's turn. So you bring back something now, but then you can, if it stays on the field, also on their turn bring back something from the graveyard too. So like it really helps you to make sure that you have always Sprite monsters available.
Okay. And is it good then still to just follow the cycle of like blue and then jet?
All of those monsters, they can only activate their effect once. So you want to bring
Oh,
back blue
okay.
here, but it will not be able to search again this turn.
Okay. Oh my gosh, do I want to change? I don't want to do that yet. And then this one again, let me read. This was banishing. Ooh, I don't know.
So you banish one from the graveyard, and then you banish one on the field and one card your opponent controls. I think for now you
Okay.
still don't really need to do that. And I think we're going to get into something funny in just a second as well.
Okay.
Because we have an actually really, really good way besides that to deal with their Mega Low Smasher. Because, look, our extra deck is still glowing, and we know there is Gigantic Sprite in there. Gigantic Sprite is really interesting and unique in its way it can be summoned. Because we have done it in the regular way to just use 2 level 2 monsters. But the first sentence says, for this card's Exceed summon, you can also treat a Link 2 monster you control as material for it. And when you have a Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link monster as material, the attack of Gigantic Sprite becomes doubled. So let's actually try to accomplish that right now.
Okay, so we're special summoning the big one.
The big one.
And then we want to use this one.
Yes.
And then I don't think I want to get rid of my cool guy. So I'm going to go with my less cool guy.
But I think, so if you use a Link monster, then the attack is going to be doubled.
Okay. Oh, I see. So it will make it even stronger. Okay.
Yes.
Of course.
Look at that.
Let's put it here again. This is so much stuff that can happen. And it's like, it's not too bad learning-wise. But it is like, oh my gosh, I've got so many things to do. How do I make sure I don't miss out on any of it?
But look at that. It's 32 now.
That's crazy. Okay, activate this effect, detach a material, and then if you do, you can special summon a level 2.
From the deck.
But if I detach a material from the monster, the material is one of these things.
Yes.
Does that mean that the effect of having the attack increased will go down as well?
Depends on what material you get rid of. If you keep the Link monster as material, the boost will still apply. So you probably just want to rather detach the blue then. Yeah.
The blue, okay. So we activate it. It's scary too sometimes when you go to do something and then you're like, wait, am I supposed to do this? And then we're waiting on that. And then we're selecting the one to be. So we do. How do we select it?
No, you have to. Yeah, you do it there. You're confirming the monster you are detaching from, and then you detach the material.
Ooh, scary. Oh my gosh, why I got so many beavers? Okay. We've already got carrot in hand. We've got a red on the thing too. And this is just special summoning.
Honestly.
So if...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not that important right now because you've gone through your general steps already. So I think in like your real deck in a real tournament game, you would probably just try to summon out more monsters to make more Link summons. Here in this tutorial game, you don't have more extra deck cards, but in your real extra deck, you have 15 cards. So there's just like, you would be looking for more Exceed summons, for more Link summons, and you would just be trying to get more materials out with that. But here, it's just about getting another monster onto the field. So probably look for the strongest one, to be honest.
Okay. So would that be... What's an easy way to tell that? Is that just like the
clicking on
stars? Them. Okay, clicking on them. So that would be...
13,
that's 1,300.
14.
That's 1,400. 12. How good's this? Oh, the beaver's not that good. I was kind of excited if the beaver was going to be goated.
The beaver is goated, but not in this particular moment.
I understand. What a good quote, guys. Okay, let's get this pixies out, maybe, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right. So,
okay.
Carrot is also still waiting to be summoned.
And then, if you control a level 2 Link, level or link to monster, special summon it, which we are. And then we put it there. And then this one is good in defense. Because it was similar to the red one.
Yeah.
I think. It's got good defense.
So
okay,
I
and
think
then
as a general rule, yes, for sure, and I like that you're sticking to that rule. But it's always, of course, a little depending on the situation, on whether you think you can end the game in that turn or something. Because
true.
we could have technically tried to use our Sprite Smashers here to banish the Sprite Red. And then we had the Sprite Gamma Burst. I'm not sure. That's... I mean, Sprite Gamma Burst boosting our Gigantic, our Carrot, and our Pixies. I feel like that would have been over 8,000. Probably would have been. But it's still fine. We can give them another turn. No biggie.
So, is there anything else now? Because I'm thinking... Wait, this destroys my guys, too!
That would be a very good idea.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm so not going to click that on accident. Okay. And this... Okay, we can wait on it, and then... Banish... I feel like I should just do this.
So, yes.
And, like, banish their guy.
But then you are sacrificing one of your monsters for that as well.
I see, okay.
And just by, like... Logically, right now, you can just run over it. And then you can keep these Sprite Smashers and set it down. Because Smashers, when you look at it, is a quick play spell card. So that means you can set it face down and use it on your opponent's turn as well, like a trap card. So
okay.
That's kind of good to do with it.
I'll put it face down then.
Yep.
And then they'll think, oh my gosh, what if this is a very large trap?
And it kind of is. It doesn't have the trap color, but it really is a very, very good card in a reactive way.
I'm not going to do this yet.
You don't really need to, no.
Save it. And I'm going to... Oh my gosh, look, all these guys want to help. It is damage calculation. During damage calculation, if another monster you control, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then this monster gains attack equal to the opponent's attack. But we don't want that because it makes it worse. Which I'm like, is that a trick?
It's gaining. So like, you would be gaining the.
Oh, you gain it. It doesn't match it.
It would be additional. Yeah, it would be additional.
Well, that sounds kind of nice.
But you're also giving up on your Sprite Pixies for it, so it's like...
It doesn't sound
kind of whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not. It really doesn't matter that much, to be honest.
We'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll let them play the game a little bit longer, right?
Sounds good.
Okay, and then that's it, I think. We're done.
Oh no, we have forgotten to attack with Pixies. Ayah.
Oh no! Well, I said we can let them play the game a little bit longer.
Well, okay. Ooh, Rescue Rabbit. That's our mate. That is our mate. So, Rescue Rabbit can summon 2 monsters from the deck. So, we could be considering to just...
His cheeks are so big they don't even fit under the helmet strap.
And also, like, why does he have a walkie-talkie? I mean, because he's part of the rescue unit, I guess, right?
I guess maybe it's a one-way, right? And they're like, Mr. Rescue Rabbit, sir, we need your assistance. And he can't speak back to them, but he can still assist.
Fair, yeah, okay. I got that.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It says you can banish this card you control and special summon, and you can only use it once per turn. And so it's saying that I can react with this, which might be... Oh, it could be okay, because if they banish their guy... Or no, because they're still going to get to banish it, no matter what, right?
No, when you preemptively banish it with your card effect, before they could even activate the effect of Rescue Rabbit, it will be off the field before it could even ever activate its effect.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely worth doing that.
Because otherwise they can get 2 more guys.
Yeah.
And then This is goodbye forever to one of these.
But only from the graveyard. And so I would say the spell cards in the graveyard, they have no real use anymore. So just Sprite Starter, banishing it from the graveyard, will never hurt you too much.
And that's what this image is.
Yes.
Because this one is a nice one that I don't want to get rid of.
Because it is still in the hand and also is good.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not going to fall for that and click on that and then have Lampy have to put his hands on his head again. Yeah. Okay, we're doing this. And then this is selecting a guy to banish. Ooh, I guess we just get rid of... Ooh, I don't know. This guy, I think?
Well, the other three kind of all have a purpose, right? So I think the Pixies is really the least valuable, yeah.
Okay, because of course these are doing things. I'm going to say... Ooh, I almost said something not very nice to that rabbit. But I'll say, get out of here, rabbit, instead.
Bye-bye. Another Pixies, for good measure. So, since both Red and Carrot were on the field for one turn, they can now also, of course, switch their positions.
Which I think... That was good for this. Because, of course, it just is. But then, is there much of a reason to do it for this one, then? Because you said you can use it as a general rule, but it doesn't necessarily... It's, like, situational, so...
I mean, your opponent is on 6,800 life points, so I think just trying to have as many monsters as possible combined with the Gamma Burst right now, trying to go for the game, is probably a good advice.
Okay. And then this guy's saying we can do our effect. But we don't want to detach anything from him because he's got this good one, which is giving him all of the extra juice.
True.
But we can special summon this one.
On the other hand, like, if you activate the Gigantic Sprite, now that is a new turn, yes, your Gigantic Sprite gets smaller, but you could get Blue gets Jet, and so, like, you could just be snowballing with more monsters, which would, in the end, provide more attack points in total than the extra attack boost for the Gigantic Sprite.
Okay, so we do it for fun. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And we don't want this yet.
Nope.
At least I don't think so. And then we're saying, yeah, we want to get rid of this thing. We've put it over there. And then we're cycling our blue.
Yes.
Okay. And then we're doing its effect.
Sweet.
But not this one yet. And then we're getting a jet.
It's good that there always is that ground principle, right? Of blue, jet, and I think that's very helpful for this deck.
Okay. We're putting this down. And then what does this one do again? You can add a... Well, sure. That sounds nice.
Let's get more. More is always better.
I'll wait on that one. Okay, and then... This one again is... That... Can I use 2 of these at once?
Last sentence of that card, you can only... And most of those cards... Yeah, I think... All of the cards in this deck, they're all once per turn. So yeah, most of this stuff you can only activate once per turn.
I see. Okay. And this was... Attach... Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one. Special summon a guy from your deck, but lose... Oh, I don't know. Because this means that you can't special summon anymore. Well, except Link 2, and that's basically all we have.
Yeah. This card
but
really doesn't hinder you.
You said it does or it doesn't?
It doesn't. It really, like, there is that clause, which basically, for the game overall, it made sure that you couldn't combine Sprite cards with, like, all the other cards. Because that would have been, like, really busted if you could have just thrown Sprite cards into anything. And therefore, they made that restriction that it only works with level rank Link and 2s. But inside of a Sprite deck, it's really no problem at all, and you just really don't care.
Okay. The only scary thing about this is losing the LP of the original attack. But I guess also, because we are about to do, hopefully, unless something terrible occurs, but I don't think it will, a lot of damage as it is.
Yeah.
And this one... I guess the difficult thing about these things is knowing what order to sort of do all of this stuff in. So I just I think I'll just put this guy out too.
Yeah.
And then this one.
Your field is full, so there is no more monsters to be summoned.
Okay, but we could send it to use next time.
Yeah,
and trick them, though we are going to probably murder them now.
Most likely. And the thing is, there always is a main phase too. And like as a general bit of advice, you like before setting cards to prepare for your opponent's turn, you mostly always want to go into the battle phase first, see what happens in the battle phase, and then in main phase 2, you still have the option to set cards. You're just not trying to give it away too early.
I'm going to do this one finally now.
Finally, let's get it.
Yippee! If this was me, I'd be like, okay.
Well.
Just to get it over with, I guess. And this is where you can sort of do the BM thing, like, oh, which one do I want to attack with, right?
Well, I see you're learning quick.
Oh my gosh, and you could even be like, well, I've got a beaver that only does 500 damage, guys.
But even the beaver would be boosted by the Gamma Burst here, so even the beaver would be decently big.
Even the beaver, guys. Yeah. Even the beaver.
Even the beaver. So, what are you thinking? Like, are you liking the sprite cards enough that you maybe want to lean into them and kind of lock that in as a deck already, or do you want to check out the other decks first as well? Like, what is your feeling?
The sprite ones are pretty cool, but I think because there are like a few other decks that might be nice to look at, but I think like the sprite one feels like nice and maybe even a little bit familiar too.
Okay. Yeah.
From like the other ones. I think like maybe, you know, I'll go and look at the other decks at some point too. Because there is one that's called K9, which sounds cute, but I don't know if that's like a trick.
I don't think it's necessarily cute. And I think we, like, if you still have time, we could definitely also look at the other decks together and we can make you craft them. And then you can still stick with the sprite deck, no problem, but we can get them together here. And I think it's
might
good.
As well look at it.
Yeah, exactly, because you are going to face those decks in a tournament eventually, so getting some information about it definitely can't hurt.
Okay.
Because the concept of the final tournament then, it's like a 3v3 tournament. Your team UK together with Croaky and Raven. You're going to be playing against, of course, Germany, Italy, France, and also Spain. And it's like every team member has to have a different deck. So it's like we can't be Team UK with 3 sprite players. So it's always going to be some different decks. So we definitely need to make sure that we know about all of them. And I think you got the... Yeah, this should be the K9 deck that you have next now. Yes, that's the K9.
How cute. So what's the main guy of this thing?
The main guy I would say is probably Izuna, which is a girl. That's the second row, third card. Yeah, this one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and she's insanely strong and has been very relevant in different meta decks over the last year as well, in the TCG and also in Master Duel. This one is very, very cute as well, by the way.
Yeah. What is this? Is it Mulcharmy?
Mulcharmy, yeah.
Oh.
There's different Mulcharmies in the game. There's Mulcharmy Fuvolos, Mulcharmy Purulia, Mulcharmy Meowls, and then they're really nice.
So is it worth batch generating all of these then too?
Yeah,
for
pretty
sure. Much all of the remainders? Okay.
Of course.
So I guess you also have them.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt.
Anything cute?
Oh, glossy.
Glossy.
Yeah.
Someone sent me this account and they sent me the one with... Where's my luck at, huh?
You got a royal already, huh?
I don't know. Listen. You gotta get more.
There still is Vela, yeah. So just to introduce you a little more to the K9 deck. So K9 as a deck is pretty powerful, I would say, and it's as you also see in the extra deck, it's only focusing on one extra deck summoning mechanic, which is the Exceed summon, and that only makes sense as there is only one level in the deck and that is level 5. So it's all level 5 monsters which turn into rank 5 monsters eventually. Into like big monsters. And that's the whole gimmick about the K9 cards as well. They just have different ways to get level 5 monsters onto the field. Because there's one of them that says, hey, reveal me and special summon me and another level 5 monster from the hand. This one that you have here, K9 Noroi. When you summon him out, he's level 5. It's going to summon another level 5 monster from the deck. So immediately access to a rank 5 monster from your extra deck because you have those level 5 monsters combined. Then Izuna sends another K9 monster from the deck to the graveyard. So it's like all of them just make sure that you get more K9 cards into rotation, and those are all level 5. And with those level 5 monsters, you enable your extra deck, which are then all rank 5 monsters, which is really, really strong. So it's basically summon level 5s, and there's like a bunch of ways to also search those level 5 monsters out into your hand. And then there's a couple cool gimmicks because the deck also allows you to exceed summon on the opponent's turn then. So for example, the card in the main deck in the very middle in the last row, that's the just to the right of that, yeah, the K9X forced released. This says
this is crazy looking,
right? This is scary, really. This is one of those real powerhouses. As it says, you target a K9 monster during the main phase, also on your opponent's turn, and you just basically upgrade it on their turn. You already have a powerful K9 monster. You may use the effect of that during their turn as an interruption to them. And then you're like, okay, now I even upgrade into another big K9 Exceed monster that I have in my extra deck. And in the process of that, you also can just destroy a card on top of that. So like, this is a really, really prime interaction with your opponent. It's like really...
What a cool card.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I guess there's Labyrinth and the Mimi Ghoul. That sounds... It sounds cute, but once again, I don't know if it's a trick. I'm gonna look at that one. Mimi Ghoul.
Mimi Ghoul definitely is about tricking the opponent, but let's see whether that's also connected to their artworks. There you go. This one definitely isn't cute, I would say.
No, he kind of looks like a crazy Wolverine.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh. I mean, maybe.
This is like a pot of greed that went into the wrong direction in their life, kind of, isn't it?
Yes. This one went maybe in a better direction.
Yeah.
This Mimi Ghoul is cute.
The Mimi Ghoul fairy. Yeah, so for Mimi Ghouls are kind of funny in what they do because their main mechanic is we have only all the time here special summon monsters to our field, which makes sense, right? You're trying to summon monsters, you try to attack with them, you try to win the game. Mimi Ghouls, though, they are setting themselves to the opponent's side of the field. So you are gifting your opponent monsters and trying to make use of that because they then have to at some point flip them up, and then they have negative effects for their opponents. So, for example, this one here says, first of all, they all, like, when your opponent flips them up, they have to give them back to you. And also, this turn, you cannot activate the effect of monster special summon from your hand. So, like, you're kind of making your opponent... imagine this was used against Sprite. Like, you summoned all of those Sprite monsters from your hand. If, before that Mimi Ghoul Fairy activated this effect, you would be in a little bit of a pickle, because that wouldn't, like, all of the Sprite monsters that come from the hand wouldn't be able to activate their effects anymore.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's definitely
This
tricky.
is kind of cool, though, but I like, because also, you give them a monster, but there's not much, like,
it's not
positive
strong
to it then, right? Because it's a baby.
Yeah, and there's also really a baby for sure. Copy that in. Good. And
I gotta go see if I get anything cool, right? This one.
Go in. Mimi Ghoul Clash.
Mimi Ghoul.
The name also is just kind of funny, isn't it?
It is. It's good. Okay, let's get some.
I like that. This is the most the thing that you like the most. Just a glossy. Okay.
What the heck?
Ay, ay, ay.
It's
Ay,
fine.
ay, ay.
I'm
Where's the
building up
glossy?
my karma, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's one more deck that we're crafting with the Labyrinth deck, so at least that. So, yeah, like, it's kind of a tricky deck. There's also, for example, the field spell that it has is really cool. That's the Mimigo Dungeon in the last row, second card. This one says, any player who controls a face-down monster, and you are making sure that you give your opponent a face-down monster, cannot normal summon monsters nor declare an attack with monsters that are special summoned this turn. So, like, you made them a gift, but that gift is really hindering them when you have the Mimico Dungeon combined with it, you know? That's kind of neat.
Oh my gosh, look at that little mouse on there.
Oh, I've never noticed that, yeah.
What a nice little guy. This one sounds fun to play too. I might like test this one out at some point.
Fair, fair. Let's save
Save
this.
it.
And then there's only Labyrinth remaining, and I think it's worth looking at it. But I will have to already tell you that from the trading session yesterday with Crokies, he has already locked that in as his deck.
Of course. No problem.
Which is unfortunate, because those are the cool goth ladies, actually.
What the heck?
Yeah, I know, I know.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah. There's like the Arias is kind of cool. The Butler, that's the one. Ariana is cool as well.
What the heck?
And so,
Okay,
by just looking at the deck list there, looking at the overall cards, is there something you notice about it compared to maybe the other lists we looked at?
This is just like a ton of trap cards.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trap-based deck, and so the in quotation marks problem with trap cards has always been that you have to wait a turn to make them live because you have to set them first. And Labyrinth solved that problem by having multiple effects and ways to activate trap cards on the first turn that you set them. So you make those trap cards quicker, and then you have a lot of other effects that work together with those trap cards. So that's definitely a pretty cool and good deck. This was basically the Pot of Extravagance. It's the new version of Pot of Greed, basically. It's really good. It makes you draw 2 cards still.
Well, we've got to generate this one.
Yeah, yeah, just for the royals at the very least.
Of course. Okay, I've got to look how to spell this. Labyrinth.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Here we go.
Deep breath. We need at least a royal, at least one royal. Come on.
For the goth anime.
Okay. Basic. We don't want basic. Royal finish! Let's go!
Two of them.
You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy.
And Deglossy.
2 royals? Ay.
Looks like that guy's gonna have to forfeit this deck.
I guess we can go into the negotiations, yeah.
Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon.
That's a sick one.
That's crazy.
That's a cool royal to have.
Is this the other shiny one?
Wow.
Oh, I like that, because I like these little characters. Cute. And we got some glossy ones down here.
This is so cool. The Muckracker too. Yeah, so really, I think this is one of the toughest decks to play, I would say, honestly, because with trap cards are always reactive. Like, trap cards react to something your opponent does. So that means you kind of are required to know when is the best use for them, you know, because you're always reacting to your opponent. You're not the one doing the actions, but you're just reacting to what your opponent is doing. So I think it's definitely quite tough to execute, and it might be a tough deck to play against as well, of course, though, because when this deck goes first and when it just like sets 4 trap cards, because it doesn't need to, like, when they go first, they don't care to activate their trap cards on the first turn, right? Because they can just set them, and then it's really good. So they have that added bonus of sometimes making sure to use trap cards on your first turn already. But when they go first, trap cards are one of the scariest things to face in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my gosh.
We will be
cool.
fine. We will be fine.
I might look at the Mimighoul stuff too, just in the, cause are there like in the solo thing?
I am actually not sure. You can go for the stories and see whether there's Mimighoul in there. That's not
Is there
Mimighoul. No, no, no.
is there an alphabetical order thing? Default, I guess.
Da, da, da.
Fairies.
Tree. No, 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 no.
Oh my gosh, but this is pretty.
Rika is a plant-based deck, and it's actually really strong.
Pretty.
Oh, look at this. There's there's sequences of the anime for the Chronicle stuff in here as well. Like there, yeah, the striker stuff.
Oh.
You can check that out in the game actually. We can
Oh,
watch
it gives you
yeah, we
an
can watch one together
animation.
if you want.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. That is Ray. Poor Ray.
It's interesting because it's so different from like a lot of other Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, right? Where it's like,
Yes.
I feel like thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh, I think about like, I think about the Dark Magicians, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the Harpies, but then also just a bunch of things that are like, and not in a negative way, but quite ugly.
Because they're like monsters, right? Like why monsters
Yeah.
aren't supposed to be pretty. That's fair. But like
Exactly.
I think also in the original animes, it was always about the players that played the decks and not really
Yeah.
that much about the cards themselves, right? It's like the cards were always just used as tools to be played out, and now like with those Chronicle animes, they focus more on the card lore and the lore behind the cards that actually were played,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice.
Very cool. And there's like a bunch of different little ones to practice. And you don't even need the... Do you need the cards in
No.
order to play?
No,
Okay.
no. For
Because I
those who
guess you
don't.
could be like, oh, like I like this deck, so I want to generate all of them now.
No, 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 for sure.
Oh my gosh, the little painting fairies?
They're weather painters, and then they have like they have summer, winter, and then all that. There is like at this point we have so many cards, and there's so many cool ones. It's actually cool.
Very pretty.
It's so nice. But yeah, I think so. With Croakies, I also gave them the option yesterday to either they could tell me right on the spot what they think, which deck they want, or they can just wait until the next stream and like kind of reflect on what happened in the coaching session to make sure they make the best decision and maybe like test some more stuff out until the next training session. So
Yeah.
to you, of course, I will give the same option. Like if you have one deck where you're like, oh, I definitely want this, you can already lock it in right now. But it's completely fine as well if you say, hey, I need some more time. I will reflect on this a little bit.
I think I'm looking. I do like the sprite one a lot, but I do really like the idea of being a big jerk who puts Mimighouls in people's stuff. So
Yeah.
I might like check that out and try it
Fair,
and just
fair.
see maybe watch some YouTube videos or something. But I think like if anything, probably sprite. But I do think I want to look at the Mimighoul stuff.
For sure.
Just because.
Don't feel pressured. And also, I mean, our next stream and our next training session is already tomorrow, so we can also then there still like play with different decks, because tomorrow's session is then going to be together with Croakies. So it's completely fine if you're then not immediately saying, hey, I'm testing only my deck, but we can be like, hey, we're testing two decks and we're trying those two decks, and then maybe only at the end of tomorrow's stream we're going to have the conclusion on which deck you are actually going to bring into that big tournament on Thursday.
Scary.
Are you scared of the tournament? Right. I think so as well. I think so too.
I don't know. I have to like look at the competition maybe and see how well equipped they seem to be just in their normal day-to-day life.
Doesn't matter. You are well equipped. You will do your absolute best and you will crush. I trust in you. I as a coach, I trust in you and the other team members. You will do us good.
That means a lot, especially because you did have to sit here with me with how goofy I am. So I'm gonna say in my heart of hearts that you wouldn't lie.
No,
And
but
even if you are, you know what? I'll believe in it, so then we can use that.
no, I think so. First of all, I had a good time. Second of all, I don't think you did anything too stupid. And I mean, of course, you're starting out. You're starting
Good.
out. Obviously, there's like a couple of things that are not going to be second nature already. But I think you picked up on a lot
Yeah.
of things. Like you remembered and applied the ground principles that I gave you together for the sprite stuff. So I think it's a good base that we can certainly work with.
Yeah. I think also there was a big test in there with
Uh
that what was it? The dark hole.
huh.
I didn't fall for that one. I read the card, guys.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Thanks for your time today and for teaching me and answering all of my questions and stuff.
I was happily doing all of that. My pleasure. And yeah, get some good rest. Look at some of those cards. And then we will be talking to each other again tomorrow for coaching session number 2. Okay?
Yes, very exciting. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Same, same. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Alrighty. That was fun. I hope everyone here on my end also enjoyed that session together with, let me bring the full cam on, that training session together with Boba. I think she did, as I also just said, some amazing progress there. And I'm looking forward to having another training session with her and Crocus tomorrow. So if you want to continue to see how that journey is going to go, make sure to also tune in tomorrow. Let me just see. I want to give you the right time as well. Tomorrow's stream is going to be... I don't want to lie. Where is it? There we go. On... It should be... Yeah, it will be 6 p.m. Central European Time. So if you want to see how Croaky and Boba are doing together tomorrow for the Phase 2 learning stream, you should be making sure to tune in then again. I'm very happy that we're streaming on a daily basis at the moment, so hopefully all of you will be with me and the others tomorrow again as well. Until then, bye-bye!